do a different intro, guys.
Okay, oh.
It feels so weird when you do a different intro.
I
It's not
know.
okay.
Have you got the lines ready?
I do, yeah.
It's not improv.
Yeah, it's never gonna be improv. I can't. So, as we push into the next steps of this journey, the group spent their last few hours in Wovenheart. Archeron met a man in his book before everyone spoke to Ailani and were teleported to Pyra. You came to in a brothel of sorts before quickly exiting and deciding what the plan of action was. So, guys, what are you doing?
Sorry guys, I spaced out. Where the fuck are we?
Oh yeah, you
We're
collapsed.
We're in the desert.
Teleportation.
Yeah, you've got some clothes. I made. Sorry, I made some clothes. The difference in timber, that's all it is. I made some clothes. I got changed behind that shopping, but there's a toilet in there.
Oh, right.
Because we start. I think we're going to go and see Bryn's friends, Alison and Victor. Is it Victor?
Victoria and Oliver.
Oliver.
The
No,
name is
Victoria and Adric. Victoria and Adric.
What?
Is that not? That's what I've got down in my notes. Is Victoria and Adric's house?
The home is written as Victoria and Oliver's home.
Oh, I've got Adric here. Okay, I was just
Aldrich was
the old guy.
No, I was gonna let me finish.
Oh.
No, when you
interrupt.
saw Bryn's memories, you assume it's Oliver said the names Victoria, Aldrich, Bryn, three different names.
Okay. So I just pulled one from out my fucking ass. So.
Yes.
Okay, cool. It wasn't even one of those two names. It was a fourth, a third option.
It began with an A though,
Yeah.
so I gave you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Just going to change that from the O that I typed down.
Oh my god.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
So you guys are heading to Victoria and Oliver's home. Okay.
Ooh.
There is also the temples that we need to go visit as well.
Well,
Yeah,
we
should we
want to,
split
but let's
up?
let's settle. Let us. We need to orient ourselves. It's been a few months since I've been here. Has anyone else been here before?
Yes.
Oh
No.
Oh,
It's everyone but fucking Simon Slab. It was the two S names, but I couldn't think of either of them while I was stuck. No, not the SS.
So Slab, you're in for a treat.
We're just saying
Is there a
backwards.
fucking snake sign? Get down!
There's a snake charmer somewhere.
Wait, if there's a snake, you want to do anything but go down.
Yeah.
That's where the snake is.
Unless you're Sidon. Love.
Unless the sign, yeah.
So Slab, you're in for a real treat. Pyra, beautiful city of culture, wonderful gardens, library. I was only here for a day or so before I arrived in Crown Top. I didn't see as much of the city as I'd like, so I'm quite keen to experience the tastes of this, the sights and sounds of Pyra Town, if you will. But I think we should go and introduce ourselves to Bryn's friends, and then we can perhaps make a plan from there. They may, have side quests for us to do.
We also need to find
What
a
the
place
fuck
to
are you
stay.
talking about?
Just leaned into everyone's ear. Side quest.
He just turns to look at the camera. Sad.
What the fuck?
He said the title, the town of who? Look, Bob.
But yes,
Maybe get a map so ADHD
they could-
brains don't make us get lost.
Bryn's bought a map, like the map you guys are seeing.
Oh, thank you, Bryn.
Fine.
Okay. Have you been here before?
Yes, I have friends here. I've been here before.
Okay, I wasn't sure. You're from? Are you from Crown Top? No,
No.
hang on. We know where she's from. Where is it? Oh,
Yeah,
God.
okay, you got this.
No, I'm having to jump back loads. 1 second, Bryn. Leave it with me. I'll be looking for a minute for this. I've got- I
Okay,
can't remember
everyone
what episode we
stare
met
at the
at.
screen silent
Yeah.
until James gets
So you all begin to head over to Victoria and Oliver's house. Bryn begins taking you through the streets. I have notes. Where the fuck is it? Yeah, so you're in the dunes section of Pyra, which is a bunch of like the lower working class area, lots of houses packed together, like very, I don't want to say stereotypical, like if you think of the scene at the beginning of Aladdin, where he's running through all the streets from the guards, sort of like that.
Do we see Aladdin running around?
You don't
with
see
his
Aladdin,
monkey?
no.
If we start singing the street rat song, do people join in?
No, we're gonna get copyrighted by Disney.
Yeah.
One step.
No, stop!
Yeah, I think he's rather
I see Mickey, run!
No, Mickey's fine. We can use Mickey now.
No, no,
He's seen those.
I see the frozen corpse of Walt Disney.
No, it's just the head, remember?
Is it a bit like the streets in the life of Brian?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you continue walking. Would someone like to roll me a d8? Oh, sorry, a d10. Just see the first one that I...
Gonna roll 2d5s.
No. No, because 1 is an option. So 7 and 8. 7. So as you're walking through, there's the smells of spices, and you see that there is mystery meat. So the ground is like sandy. It's like relatively early. It's like we call it 10:30 in the morning. Normal time now. So
Okay. Well, we don't know that, do we?
no, yeah, but you're on Periphalon.
We
so
assume that we're back on
you're in
24 hours.
Periphalon, so it's
Yeah.
24 hours. And as you're walking, you can see. I'm trying to find one.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Wasn't Fantasy Hooters like packed out at 10:30 in the morning?
Well, it's a bar in the. It's like a bar and stuff in the day, in the night where
And
it
then
gets,
in the
where
morning,
it's
it's a horny
frisky.
coffee bar. Yeah.
Well, no, people would come there every so often to play music. It's like a place where for performers, and then in the night it gets a bit,
Also, to be fair, Hooters is like just a restaurant cafe thing. It's not like a strip club bar thing. Like you can go in there in the day and it does get packed up in the day.
It's just titties and food.
Titties and wings.
So you're walking and you see with a 7, you see a guy like a stall or like a market cart with a guy selling pastry. No, I say pastry. I didn't mean like sweet pastries. I meant like
Pies.
baklava, falafels. Oh fucking hell! General
Is there a
general
sweet
desert stuff.
stall?
Not
Baklava.
yeah, that's what I said.
I don't hear. Sorry.
That's the first thing I said.
I
My own
only,
is-
just for the joke, I want to find green gummy worms to buy and give to Sidon. Like a bag of green gummy worms.
Maybe not here, but you could find some at some point, probably.
Cool. Gummy
'Cause
snakes.
I don't think there's a random guy selling gummy worms.
Gummy worms, get you.
He just opens his coat and he's like, "You want some worms?"
Fresh fish and gummy worms.
You gotta find a pick and mix stall.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's if you roll the 9.
Aw.
Yeah, so you
Next
continue
time.
walking. Is there anything you guys are doing? You see some people doing like steak charming. You see there are people doing the fire walk thing on hot coals.
I
General.
walk across the hot coals.
Yeah, make me a con save.
Wait, does Sidon wear shoes?
Yeah, he does. He wears-
Mate's
Well,
gonna do that
it's
scar thing where she
16.
just face
Wait.
plants
I'm
and
taking
swim
them off.
around
Hang on, one
like
second, one second, one
idiots.
second.
Yeah, so you walk
Wait,
pretty
before
quickly.
you call it, actually, before you call it, one second.
Good.
Where's it? One
Over
second.
Bob.
Yeah.
So you walk across it pretty quickly. You're used to being light on your feet as a monk. You get one of your the bowl, one of your foot, the bowl gets fucking out.
The bowls of the feet.
Oh, not again.
I'm not doing this. You get slightly burnt, but you go across it with relative ease. The DC was 15.
And why did you do that?
Honestly, it's very easy to do. You just gotta walk with confidence and just don't stop. As long as you walk at a steady pace, straight
Yes, but
across.
there's a path. You don't
Con
have to
save
Yeah,
no
you
longer
could just
means
avoid
constitution, it now means confidence. It's confidence save.
swagger check, please.
You just gotta have big dick energy and you can totally do it, guys.
Go that alpha energy. Very thing,
no.
right?
Well, he
The
is
alpha
being
male
controlled by a
attitude of
wolf.
this guy.
Whoever just yawn, fucking how? My brain's not working. Yeah. Anyway. You keep
Moving
walking.
on.
It's been about. It's because this city's pretty big. You've probably been walking for about 20 minutes or so. You're about halfway, as according to Bryn. You
Give us percentage updates.
Well,
Your journey is 35% complete.
you have arrived at your
Bryn is
destination.
zero.
Yeah, is Albrin's talking?
Yes. You walk
Turn
past
to the left in 200 meters.
Yeah, you walk past the Desert Rose, which is like the inn within the dunes. You can sort of see on the inside. It's like just a very simple, what's the word? Adobe style building with like sandstone, things like that.
Flash.
Sorry.
No, mate.
This area called the dunes. You mentioned it's sandy, but I'm assuming it isn't like loose sand. It's like a sand-covered road.
No, it's sand.
Oh, okay. But the rest of the city is like paved, right?
Some
You
of it.
classically can't build houses on sand.
Yeah, you assume there's foundations on the building, but
Okay.
like, it's a lot. It's a big city. There's a lot of road. I don't know.
Yeah, and like
Fucking-
the sand is blowing in and stuff. So
Yeah, it's probably like
Okay.
it's like probably like packed sand. A lot of, but you know, it's not.
If
paved.
I were them, I would have built a wall. But okay,
There's a
I mean,
wall.
there
I
is a
don't
wall.
like sand. It
James,
gets everywhere.
James, look at the map. There's a fucking wall.
Yeah, but why is the sand blowing in?
What's up?
There's gaps in the wall.
Well, no, it's a
Wait,
stone wall,
stop.
but it's also a desert. There's gonna be sand blowing in.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
it's not
how
like-
Guys,
I
this
have
might
to-
actually be the
probably
session
leaving.
where we break Asher.
and me. So right, this is what I'm asking. So, is this like literally they've just put a wall around just a normal part
No,
of
it's
the
like
desert,
packed sand.
and then put okay, fine, okay. So what? So it's not like a beach then. It's like the
No,
little-
it's not like a big.
yeah, fine. I'm with you.
Okay.
Oh, you
I'm so
know?
confused.
I mean, maybe these walls need to be a bit higher, and then that'll protect them from sandstorms to stop the sun getting in.
I didn't come to this bit before. I went to the, I don't say nice bit. Archon looks around. The nice
What do you mean by that?
Well, I was at the north of the city near the water. There's like a
you mean the pond in the middle?
No, it's not a pond. I don't think it's a pond. It's more of a moat.
Oasis.
Yeah, I mean, because things like a moat, but it's like a natural oasis.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to drink from it, but I said in the north of the city, it's a little bit less duney.
Cass, where are you from? Are you from Pyra, or are you from somewhere else in Arcadia?
Obelisk.
Obelisk. Wrong one.
Scratches it off.
Sound in my throat.
I am from Whittle, which is south east, I think, from
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the beach towns.
Ah. So
It's up to
I think
the
I've asked this before. Would you surfing?
Nicki Minaj.
With
My family is really known for pearl craft and jewelry.
Okay.
Pearlcraft.
Girlcraft. Oh.
Yeah, they gave me this amulet actually, and she's going to gesture towards the pearl amulet. It is the amulet of devotion.
Oh, beautiful. And did your family made this?
Yeah.
Oh, and did they enchant it as well?
Yes.
Oh, wow. If
Well,
we were to...
they paid for someone to enchant it.
Oh,
They...
You
Sorry.
can hear the disappointment in
well,
Archer.
no, I mean, it's a beautiful piece. I was just thinking that if we were to go, perhaps they could, if we had items that they may be able to enchant for us, but maybe we
Well,
could
they have
find
a family friend who does that. I could maybe introduce you.
here.
Yeah, you know, body prices. and
Well,
stuff.
not here in Whittle.
Okay.
They're not
Mates
going to go to
rates.
the-
Yeah.
If they're, this is a weird question, but if they're pearl farmers, pearl makers,
this
pearl
guy?
crafters,
Pearl farmers.
do
Oh
they,
no, surely we
Yes, they
oyster
grow
farmers,
pearls.
do they keep the mussels? Like, do they also sell shellfish?
Well, we usually eat them, but yeah,
Yeah.
on occasion.
Yeah. Sidon,
You
you're a
have some-
pearl formed by constant irritation.
With lots of muscles.
Well, you don't always have to kill the oyster to get the pearl. It just takes some maybe magic, maybe skilled hands. It depends really.
I thought when you opened them, you pried them open. That was.
Oh,
that
you
was it
break
for them.
you break their what I assume is their equivalent of a spine. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
So they're
yeah,
just paralyzed. It's fine.
Yeah,
Could
yeah,
you
so-
That is
say
actually
the
how it is done in real
shelving
life.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you open
It
a
is, yeah.
muscle, you break their
Yeah.
spine.
Yeah.
And then you
So
eat the muscle
there's
meat.
is there a way to get the pearl? So what? How do you get the pearl out without hurting them?
I don't think you can.
Conjuration.
The
you
player
said you-
Peru
you
has
said-
no idea, but
Oh.
Caster
Like,
character
GM
is
also
proficient in
doesn't know.
jewelry.
Hey, player, make it up.
Okay, magic.
You tickle
Oh.
them and they spit it at you.
There's places like that in Malachite as well.
They use the catapult spell to blast it 40 miles per hour outside of it. 'Cause You don't
That'd be-
need visual. You don't need the visual for it. Just
That would
Or
be
you
less
just
painful.
say
Portable
that
holes,
you-
just lots of portable holes, really tiny ones.
I'm just
Use the
thinking,
spell
you know,
possible. Grab a hand.
Pete, when you said
That's a good one.
when you said a catapult, I'm just thinking now they're just squeezing the back of the oysters. You go pew
Yeah.
pew.
An oyster pulp.
Yeah.
I
Tangents,
just
we go on.
pray to this entity known as Jesus, and he just clicks his fingers, and you get pearls.
Wow. Oh. Is he like a fae or demonic lord or something?
You're better off not knowing.
Is it
It's
a bit like
it's
the
the
parade?
patron of the
Lich
Hat
King.
Mafia.
Yeah.
Is he a hat? Is he a hat guy?
He is the same tier as Ronald McDonald.
Oh,
Wow.
he's
So-
a space clown.
And who is this Ronald McDonald you speak of?
Let's just say he owes the abyss a lot.
Is
Oh,
he friends with the mouse that everyone calls Mickey? Shit, I can hear him.
I can hear his call.
It's too late for you,
everyone
young
run.
and cursed. You have 7 days to live. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, babe.
So, jumping back slightly, so you mentioned the hats a lot. Is it something we need to? I mean, you know.
Oh no, that's a Whitetail exclusive thing. You don't have to worry about here. But if you do see someone with stacked top hats, you better keep away from the
Well,
person.
well, obviously, if you see someone wearing two hats, then obviously we turn the other way.
You cross the road.
We can cross the road because that person's nuts.
but what happens if they were two very expensive hats and he wants to show them off at exactly the same time?
Well, they're probably part of the hat mafia.
And what about if they have 3 hats on?
Oh, that's the leader of the hat mafia. The
What
Grand
about
Hat.
4 hats?
I've,
Some
I've
film the
never
Mad
seen someone
Hatters.
stack 4 hats.
So if I was to find the hat mafia and then just put 3 hats on, they'd be like, my liege, my liege, my liege, my liege.
Well, they have to be very specific hats.
Ah. Do you know what kind of hats?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Could you tell us?
No.
Because then I'll have to kill you.
Do I
Then
have to
will
take
have
thoughts?
to
One
put a
second.
hat on you.
Guys,
Fucking
I'm
don't
thinking
really
Cash
catch
might
it.
be the leader of the Hat Mafia.
Oh my god.
Of course not. Where did,
Inside
where
check.
did you get that silly idea?
Hey, Bryn, how far are we away now?
We're actually
In
right
5
here.
miles.
We're actually standing right outside. You've just been talking. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I see it's popped up on the map.
Yes, here we go. You've arrived at your
I
destination.
did forget to open character sheets. So I've just cut it down.
Wonderful. What's the house look like?
I can't multitask, James.
Generic Middle Eastern house number 25.
I don't know why describing a house in the Middle East is so funny to me.
Also, what's this in the gilded? Is that just like one large?
It's like
Bizarre.
a
Massive
yeah.
nipple tassel.
No, Jesus.
I was working on the assumption that it is just the bazaar.
Yes. it is.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't even notice it was called the Gilded Bazaar, but
Yeah.
Where am I?
oh, that's just what a bazaar looks like.
It's
Bizarre.
bizarre. How bizarre.
Decided.
Bazaar.
Okay, so you all, so the building, sorry. It is a, I can't think today, guys, I'm sorry.
Take a deep breath.
Take a
Sorry?
Take a deep breath.
I know he's down bad, but
Yeah. It's one of those toilets down.
I'm gonna take a drink and reset mentally.
Take a dick.
Yeah. I've got to wash the
Take
tape.
a
Yeah,
dick.
whatever you want.
Oh my god, that was so funny. Oh Christ.
So in front of you guys is a, like a 1-story, adobe like structure with like elements of wood for like the shutters. There are some curtains on the inside. It's decently sized, but you get the sense, two people at least live here who are, two people live
Victoria
here.
and Oliver would assume.
Yeah, possibly more. So it's like big enough for like a small family, essentially. Bryn would also mention, after you guys stopped talking about whatever the fuck you were talking about, that this house, it was their. What was Bryn's voice? Fucking hell! It was their fathers when they moved to Pyra.
So they're brother and sister.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought they were like.
Well, I just thought they were colleagues. I was going to ask were they married, but presumably not.
I say we
You
should
gotta
have said
give
anything
Bryn
then.
like a very wary eye.
I say we shouldn't have said anything then and see what Sidon says.
Wait.
Yeah, I was fully about to announce it as like husband-wife type of situation.
No.
But that means one of them's single.
Oh
Whoa.
wow! I was
Doesn't
literally
mean
about to see if I
anything.
had messaging to send to everyone like, how long do you think it is before Sidon tries something?
Are you married? No, that must mean you're single.
Yeah.
Oh,
Excuse me
your
whilst I rub
siblings
this
live
against your
together.
thigh.
You're
Yeah.
single. But yeah, they it was given. Their father works in the Sandspear, the barracks, the soldiers here. He was sent to the like thing for a second. I'm sure one of them will mention it. And then she knocks on the door.
Ding dong.
It's not a bell. She knocks.
Ding bong,
Um,
ding bong.
I wonder if they edited the house.
You'll stand there making bell noises.
Yeah, for the next 3
But everyone
minutes.
makes a different noise.
One of them does the
Well, we are
apple
all
bomb
part of
sound.
different parts of the world,
One
so
of us
maybe
makes a
it's-
ring doorbell sound. And so
Ding.
in the background,
Normal
"Did
one in this
somebody
case.
say
Ding, 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 ding,
yes,
ding.
Steve?"
But yeah, so Bryn knocks on the door, and you hear the sound of like moving and like scuffling from the inside. And you hear footsteps walking towards the door, and after a minute and a half,
Jesus. That's a long time.
the
Just
door.
start tippy-toeing
That's
over.
90 fucking seconds.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a big
silence. Sorry, 9 seconds of bell noises.
Yeah, it's not just there constantly pressing it.
Yeah.
Not to press.
There is the doorbell. Bryn's just
I have-
knocked,
you
and
did
you've all
I have
started
minor
making
illusion
bell
that can make
noises.
noises too.
Yeah.
Porridge
Wait.
joins in.
Jesus, the cat starts meowling.
Hold on, if it's locked, I can open it.
This is
Oh,
so
don't-
weird.
Don't cast knock on the door.
Surrounded by idiots.
Mel. Mel. Fucking
It-
Mel. Maeve,
Is
join
this
in.
my life now? Is this-
Maeve, Cassie, and Bryn are just standing there like, what the fuck is going on?
Someone
I'm
walks past, yells, "Nice knockers!" and you're not sure what they're talking about.
Maeve's convinced that this is just an after effect of them being in the Fae and
It
that it will
must
wear
be.
off.
Yeah.
This is
Because-
kind of what Friday nights used to be like.
Oh, it
Oh my
is,
God.
yeah.
You know,
Cass
but
hopes
speaking
to
of
God that
after
that's
effects
the
of the
case.
Fae,
Yeah.
speaking of after effects of the Fae,
Oh yeah, my trousers keep falling down.
creative plot shit.
So every time you, not every time, every so often, maybe like every 15 meters or something, there's like one small like desert flower that blooms by your foot.
Like a little tiny cactus.
Yeah, like one of those. Yeah.
I wonder if this one blows up.
Don't know. But yeah, the door opens, and you see a very tired-looking woman with like suntan skin, green eyes, and brown auburn hair, wearing like a simple, like also like tan brown colored outfit.
Camouflage.
It's not camouflage, just a simple outfit. Let me send the. Actually, I'll just change the thing. You see, she like leans on the side of the door frame and just looks at all of you and says, "What do you want?"
Bryn,
Hi.
talk to the woman. She's your friend.
Introduce us.
Yeah, Bryn, talk to yourself for 5 minutes.
Bring talk. You see, she like her eyes look between all of you, and then after a second, she looks to Bryn, and there is like a smile. Before she like like huffs a little bit and like sighs, and
Great.
walks past her.
Nothing
before she-
personal, kid. That's-
before she like sighs and then turns around, making a gesture for you all to follow.
Thank you. Hello. I'm Archon. I introduce myself before I step over the threshold.
Be sure to. wipe
I'm
your
assuming
feet.
you're Victoria for the lack of.
Sorry, I was finding tokens. That's the wrong Cassian token. He's got too much health there. Oh,
Too healthy.
no.
He needs to
What
be
a
more
phrase!
skinny.
Got too much health. Kill it.
Well, no,
Whack
the
it.
number's just
Yeah.
wrong. It should be. I think I just forgot to update it. 40.
I'm
Sorry.
getting the sense that something's off here.
No.
She's very tired. Maybe she was up all night siding. It looks like you're out of luck, my friend. Is she walking funny?
Who
No.
the fuck is the blue dude?
Oh,
No,
that's
March on
James's.
Alabama.
Funny.
Yeah, you actually can't see him, but he's
Yeah.
there.
We just shit on
Um,
the light.
Yeah. So,
I will tell you guys about this. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Maeve knows, but I haven't explained in length yet.
so as she's walking, she's just like walking towards the kitchen.
Is
Does
it
it
Victoria
smell
side,
like
by the
she's-
way?
Making
Yes.
breakfast.
It
Okay,
is.
right.
She like turns around and she gets to the kitchen door, and just like turns around like crosses her arms and says, "Well, I wasn't expecting Bryn, let alone like 6 other people.
Oh, well, we can
um,
go if it's trouble.
It's fine. Just letting you know, I'm not
You
good
cooking
with
breakfast?
no.
Oh.
I'm not good with names, so you'll have to forgive me for that. The sitting room's there. Sit down if you want to. Bryn needs to talk to you. And her and Bryn go and walk into the other room. Then she does say, if you need any drinks, knock.
Because say you've got.
Do you have chocolate milk?
No.
No.
Do you
Brown
have
cow.
7.
I actually bought a jug of chocolate milk the other
No,
day.
no,
It was
I was
amazing.
just drinking chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Did you have any unbranded Coke?
So many Panda Pops.
No, that's branded.
They
Yeah.
have Dr. Maxi here.
Yeah.
Automatic.
Dr. Salty.
That's
Or just
awful.
basic
Salt.
cola.
We have Ravine Dew. All the game is complete.
They
Oh,
also have a
it took me
show
way
with
too
Downey.
long. I was so confused.
Well, everyone, but whilst we have a moment, I don't know. Victoria didn't seem over the moon, sis, but very quickly before I forget. So you know how Maeve sees ghosts?
Yeah.
I also now can
Cass
see a ghost.
doesn't.
I think you mentioned it.
Wait,
No,
Sorry.
Cass doesn't
What?
know this. Cass
Oh.
doesn't hear
Oh,
this.
Sorry,
Oh, right.
I thought.
It's weird.
Sorry,
Maeve's just like, oh shit.
Sorry. I don't have a spell to undo that.
It's called
Yeah.
the Puncher.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Perhaps,
out there
I haven't
sooner or
spelled it,
later
do it.
anyway, so
Cass, perhaps a private conversation.
Yeah, sorry.
I'll
Sorry. I
bring you up
we're
to
amongst
speed.
friends. We're amongst friends. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
It's fine.
But I can also see a ghost. And it's my
just
book.
one.
Well, just for now, just one.
I did
And a
your
gesture to the blue guy here. But for you guys, it's just like a floating, like spectral-y orb with like.
It's like a blue orb with almost like a cracked, icy looking thing.
thing, yeah. Which is unusual. So
What do
Sidon-
you mean the
sorry,
cracked
not Sidon.
eyeball?
yes, kind of a little bit, but it's a man. His name is Riod. Slab Maeve, you helped me summon the book to life. When we were doing the spell, you did. Do you remember the phrase that I taught you to say?
Maeve would. I do not.
The power of 3 makes us
Reminds me.
By the power of
Lacuda,
Grayskull.
Narcoides, and Havotum status D. Did not remember standing in a circle, holding
Mhm.
hands.
Yes.
Did you repeat?
I remember
are you
doing
sure?
it.
Yeah. Did you by any chance, and he kind of turns his back to the orbs and like mouths very quietly, like, misspeak, because I'm not sure this is
I know
right.
what you're saying.
Oh fuck! I'm just making sure it's all kosher, or whatever the equivalent is here.
Oh shit.
I don't believe I misspoke.
No.
They didn't
Archon is not
mistake this
Jewish.
was the way that the spell was designed.
Oh, you can't hear that, can you?
Hear what?
What did you say? Oh, no, sorry. Sorry, I'm
So,
Prince
well,
of today.
he's very, very. I don't know if you've ever met got a haughty person who thinks a lot of themselves.
He's gonna look Archeron really slowly up and down. No, never.
No, who just won't be corrected.
Look side and up and down. No,
Yeah.
never.
But he has mentioned that he wants us to collect some. Oh shit! What were they called?
Ice.
Frost shard.
Off.
Frost shard. Shards. Crystals.
Yeah.
Which will make him and me, or him and I, rather. No, him and me. I was correct. Him and me more powerful because it's I. It would be I if it's I went to the shop.
Archeron.
Yes.
Wouldn't I?
I've got a question.
Get on with it.
Yeah, no
Sorry,
one cares if
I'm
it's
sorry.
you,
I've got
I,
a question
or me.
though.
But it's grammatically. Oh, sorry. Anyway, yes.
We're in a desert.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying we have to find them right now. Also, I don't think that would matter because there was one in the Feywild and it wasn't particularly cold there.
Yeah, but we were in the shape of a place. They can do anything.
Hey, buddy, I'm just catching you up. If I wanted your opinion, I'd write it down and hand it to you. But if we, so I'm just catching you because I'm aware that perhaps we could have been more forthright, and some things, of course, are slightly unaware. And so I thought, in the spirit of moving on and friendship, I would tell you that now I have a ghost friend who
I'm not
lives in a book.
Never mind.
If
you
we find
Trust
the
this ghost.
Sorry.
Do you trust him?
So he's gonna turn his, he's just gonna be looking over. I think he's just gonna turn his back and mouth his mouth's gonna form the words I can't say he's looking at me. I'm sure over time we will become very close friends.
That
But
doesn't sound
I
very
know everything
convincing.
you've ever written.
oh shit.
I have a question. If we find these ice frost crystal shard things,
You can't eat them.
no, I wasn't going to ask that. You say it would make both of you more powerful. Would it make him visible? Would it bring
Sidon,
him
we didn't
into a
expect
more
you to ask.
More corporeal plane?
Can you? I was going to turn to Riad. Mr. Riad, can you hear my friends?
Yes.
Can you answer his question?
I'm
You
not
gotta relay
sure.
it.
It's a possibility. I'm unsure, as the spell was unfinished, and I used it hastily, but it might.
Oh, okay. Well, for the sake of you all, I'm going to, if that's okay with you, Mr. Red, show them what you look like. I'm assuming that's okay.
So it's
and
not
I'll
that creepy eye that we see.
No, I didn't think the eye was that creepy, but okay. And he's gonna.
Well, a
minor-
floating eye tends to be creepy if it's not attached to anything.
Well, it's attached to me. But I can see your point.
Somehow worse.
Yeah. So he's going to minor illusion what it really looks like. Also worth saying, he sees and hears everything I see and hear.
Oh,
Does he know what you think?
I'm going to think really loud in my head. Can you? Do you know what I think?
It looks like you're constipated.
I am, but that's because I've only been eating Cass's curry. It binds. It binds. I don't think he can read my thoughts. I can't read his, but we share. We can share senses, much like I can with porridge, but I don't need to completely bird out. I wonder if I could still share my senses with him if I was in porridge's form. If this conversation
Jesus.
with Bryn and her friend is boring, I might try.
I was actually gonna say maybe we could eavesdrop and then make the DM play with himself for a bit.
What?
What?
I'm gonna do what?
Please don't say that again.
No, I think it's best we give them privacy. I wouldn't like to have anyone eavesdrop on the private conversation I had. I certainly wouldn't.
I was meant to say
like-
RP with himself for a bit, but
You said what you fucking said.
when Archon says I certainly wouldn't eavesdrop on a conversation, Maeve's gonna side-eye Sidon, like, mhm.
Well,
Wait, why are you looking at him like that?
Well, anyway, I'm certainly not.
We're all in the
we
room,
don't know
Jacob's not
Victoria, and we. If I'm honest, I feel I don't know Bryn very well. We only travelled together for a few days. She's a much more reserved. Perhaps she sets a precedent that we should follow. But
actually, there is something I think we do need to discuss. I don't think I mentioned it to you guys, but remember I had that vision in Order.
Oh, you
Which
mentioned
one of them?
about someone being killed, I think?
Yes.
Yes.
You know, in Bryn's memory, one of the people in her memory, the guy in my vision looked pretty much exactly like him. It's been awkward, and I didn't know how to approach the subject, especially when that last memory was very hopeful for her, and I didn't want to, bring her straight back down after.
Oh, but now you've made us all complicit in your.
We're accomplices. No.
Well, perhaps that's what the discussion is. The Victoria seemed to be something wasn't right. Shall we say?
Not to be rude, but she looks as tired as I am.
Yes, I mean, she didn't look that tired in the dream. I don't know. Maybe it's just she lives. No, she doesn't live near that bar. Perhaps she's got awful neighbours. I don't know. I'm sure if it's prudent, we'll be told. Fingers crossed. It's nothing awful. Well. So whilst we're waiting, anyone like to play rock paper scissors or tic tac toe? Okay, on 3.
Rock, paper, scissors. Yep.
Rock paper scissors. Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Rock.
Scissors. Fuck.
Yeah. Fuck you.
So how do you play this tic-tac-toe that I've heard about?
You draw a grid. It's like a hashtag. Some people call it noughts and crosses. But apparently the Yanks call it tic-tac-toe. I draw.
Yeah.
I don't know. I draw a 0 or an O, and you draw an X. And we try to get a straight line of 3, and you try to block me or.
Oh, so 3 in a row.
Yes.
Well, the playing, it might be a good time to explain the comment Archon made.
Yes, please.
Which one?
All of them.
Well,
see
the
ghosts.
ghost thing is kind of it took me a lot to explain it to everyone here, and well, they must have a very loud dog. It took me a lot to explain it to everyone here because, for the most part, whenever I've been looked at like a crazy person. But it's not simple and yet simple at the same time. I can see and speak to ghosts.
Okay.
But I don't know why. And I have been able to since I was very young.
Does that mean all ghosts?
Not necessarily, no. Again, I'm not sure how it works. But sometimes when someone dies, I see them. Like when we were in the... Smells like... Stop it. When we were in the... Underneath the... What was it? The building we were in. Christ. Where did we fight Deirdre, guys?
Underneath the House of Polymorph. House of Change? House of...
It was
more than a week ago.
When we were in the sewers and we killed Deirdre, I saw her essence. Which is why I destroyed the orb. I kind of took it upon myself to help people pass on, and that's what she needed to be done, to be gone, and I just wanted her gone.
Mate, you said like this. You don't normally tell people this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that you've told us, and we all believe you, what if you didn't like keep that burden to yourself and you let us help as well? So if you see one, you let us know, and instead of taking it upon yourself, you let us help, and we can try and allow spirits to move on as a unit, as a collective, together.
I'll try. It's just when you deal with something alone for so long, it's not easy to. Old habits die hard.
Yeah. I know.
But I'll try to be more open in future.
Yeah, all
I
Northern curses.
don't take any offense to this, please, but I honestly don't know how to react.
Well,
That's fair. That's most of the reactions I've got. Either that or people call me a crazy person.
it's well.
Yeah, to be
it's not
fair, it was
hurting-
quite a big thing for us too when we found out.
Yes. I apologise for announcing it. Sorry, I thought it had come up. There's been a lot happen in the last few days, but no, it's I also have my ghost friend. He says he doesn't want to move on. It sounds like there's tap dancers upstairs.
It's real.
Yeah, just clacking. Every time I talk, he's like shaking chains. You're a dick. But yes.
What do you think of my Irish tap dance?
Beaver dance.
Imagine you had like someone who no one else could see or hear, whose sole job it was to put you off. It'd be brilliant. Oh god, that'd be incredible.
Guess what? Chicken butt. It's just like fucking.
Knock knock. Who's interrupting cow? Who?
Like
Actually, don't make him
99 beers on the wall, 99 beers.
But yeah, so this is what he looks like. But yeah, I agree with what Simon said. If you are able to, and it's Jesus, if it's suddenly got huge. If you're willing,
Really?
well, yes. Whoa!
We can't see this, remember?
Yeah, it's just Simon.
Oh my
It's
god,
just-
it's pulling!
just-
It's
just
gone
not
out!
Oh god.
But yes, so it's only Simon and Sam who've not been here before. I was only here for a day or two when Drac and I passed through before. So we were in the north of the city as part of the caravan to take us up to Grand Top. This is nice. There's a haberdashery there that we stayed in. Nice. I didn't really have much chance to stay in the city then, so keen to explore a little bit more now.
Saying
Any
your-
recommendations?
You go.
Not
The church.
really. Well, I mean, the place I stayed in didn't do food, so I can't really say with all honesty that it was a great place to stay. But it was quiet. It was nice. We were
Yeah,
there
quite
for 1 night.
affordable too.
Did you
Yeah.
actually like spend the night here before the caravan to Grand Top, or was it?
Yes, just
like,
overnight,
a couple
just one
hours?
night. Yes. I didn't. I wasn't in anywhere exciting. I'm sorry. I'm not. Not much of a. Not much of a party
Wanderer.
goer. Well, I'm a wanderer, but I'm not a. I don't go for the bars. It's the books.
Well, it's gonna be fun.
Make a
Question
mark.
perception check. No,
I've yet
so,
to find one.
so as you're talking about books, Side, and you're happy to hear the conversation gets interrupted as you try and say a smart word. By Victoria and Brian walking back in.
Didn't
You
look alright. or is she looking a bit melancholic?
No, she looks alright. She's just a bit,
She looks
the word?
even more tired now.
she looks a bit, Bryn looks a bit nervous, a little bit apprehensive, if that's the best way to put it.
Can I just retcon one thing? And you've done something before she walked in. It's not a big thing, but it will help you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so when she walks in, Archon is going to hand everyone a piece of like torn paper with their name written on it that they can attach to their clothes.
Hello, my name is.
Hello, my name is. Can I help you at all today? Yeah. And under his name is 3 stars.
You're not the manager.
Yeah. Yes. And he brushes himself down in expectation of some information.
So Victoria says, "Okay, here is the deal. Or at least what I'm getting at. From what I know. It's been. How do I describe this? I haven't seen my brother in about 2 days, and I'm a little bit worried. I don't know where he is. Which is fine. I'm sure he's fine. So I apologize if I'm a little bit all over the place. I was going to go and see if I could get some information. I was going to go to the barracks, because that's where he was planning on going. Feel free to stay here. I guess there's not much space. Thanks.
Is your brother prone to wandering, or is he come back regularly? Or you seem very worried. He's only gone 2 days.
Well, he's only gone 2 days, but he told me he was just going to the barracks and coming back. Oh. I assumed he might have. Does like the
pulled.
Does he often?
Yeah.
Does he often just not come back?
No. Since our dad left, he usually makes sure he tells me before he goes somewhere.
And this is this is me, the player checking. This is Oliver, his brother, right?
Yeah.
Oliver's not the one I saw in the vision, is it?
Yes.
Oliver is the one I saw in the vision?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. I thought that was the one. Okay, so I got it mixed up the same way James did.
Yeah, so I didn't describe them in the moment, but I will say, obviously, this is Victoria. Oliver is the man in the silver armor. I have the image somewhere. And then the other person, Aldrich, who you've not met, he was a Earth Genasi. Wasn't described, but easy enough now. So she says, I was going to the barracks to find him, or think if I can see if I could find anything. I think unless you have anything to do, Bryn's gonna come with me.
Would you like us to help? We're quite good at finding things. I have a bird.
Can I if I say that Maeve is standing near Sidon and just gently nudges him with her elbow.
Yeah.
I whispered to Maeve, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Oh my god.
Maybe ask for a private conversation with Bryn.
And the other person.
Or maybe just Bryn for now, because Bryn will be able to break the news more delicately than Sidon.
Wait, so I'm confused. I thought the old guy had died in Sidon Stream.
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay.
Sidon's vision was of Oliver being attacked by someone with a white hand.
Right. But that was nights and nights ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, but time's funky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before you go to the barracks, can we just have a word with Bryn? Before you head off.
Maeve's not going to say anything, but she's going to throw a look at Sidon do you want me to help?
Yes.
Do you want my help?
Yes, please.
I will put some outside clothes on them.
What was she
Sorry.
wearing?
Well, no, she's wearing like
Slippers.
lounging outfit, like a
Side
like
get
she's
right.
wearing like
solid monster slippers.
no, she's wearing like loungewear. You know, something that you wouldn't go outside of.
Like a t-shirt that says "I fuck on the first day."
Oh Jesus!
Or I'm with stupid.
Oh God! Oh, I'm such a silly mood today.
Bryn,
Yes.
so
It's scaring me. What happened? What did you do?
I did nothing. But so recently I was kind of a lot more connected to chaos. And I had a vision in Order. There was like a campsite, and I went in, and it moved my vision to a beast, a thing with a white clawed hand. And I saw a man in silver
So
armor.
as you say a beast or a thing with a white clawed hand, you see Bryn's eyes go wide, like she's hearing about a ghost.
But it's not a ghost; it's a monster.
You know what I mean?
It's the white Balverine.
And I saw a man in silver armor. At the time, I didn't know who it was, but then I saw your memories. And I think it's Oliver. He was being attacked by this thing. You seem like you know it or something. You look like you've seen a ghost. Or I've just described a ghost.
She takes like a hesitant breath and then says, "Well, that's information that I wish I had known." Okay.
I didn't know how to bring it to you at the time. It was like such a happy memory, hopeful memory, and I didn't want to just sort of
Maeve's
dash
gonna
it.
like put a hand on Poseidon's shoulder and be like, "Poseidon's not the best with important information."
Okay.
He's had a lot on, bless him.
Yes, he's had a bit tough few days.
He's all tuck it out.
Maybe it's not your weekend.
But as soon as we found out, I thought you should too.
Well, thank you, and I feel awkward for being in the house of his sister. Okay. Well, when...
I don't think we could have known until now, really. Well, apart from your vision, but we couldn't have told you much sooner, really. And we weren't sure if it was like a dream.
Well,
'cause
we've
it
only
happened-
just found out.
Well, yes, and also it happened about a week ago, in our time. So, I know that time is different in the Fae, but
Yeah, I was gonna say in Fae time.
yeah.
Well, okay. Context. I was part of the Verdant Shield in Arcadis, in Tharius. Aldrich, my friend, and I were sent to hunt a pale-skinned assassin. We tracked them through Arcadisia. They left a trail of blood and gore before making it to the desert. We were a day late because we had to gather desert supplies. Followed footsteps and found a cluster of wagons where everyone there had been killed very violently. We followed to Pyra, where me and Aldrich never saw that person, that pale-skinned assassin again. But we met Victoria and Oliver, and they helped us. Knew people that gave us information, and offered us a place to stay while we looked for them. We had heard stories and found bodies, but could never track them. Aldrich and I eventually had to leave, we ended with that memory that we all saw with the Jink, and hoped to meet, but never did.
And
Is that when you got transported to the Feywild?
No, it was a bit after that. About a year after that.
this pale-skinned assassin, did you ever see it? See it up close?
Not close. Humanoid. That's humanoid, and they have deathly white skin. So-
Okay, so I've with what they've said, is it anything like Artron's malignant form?
I mean, there's not that much information, but describing it, I think.
But she was there, wasn't she, when I turned?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
if Bryn was describing your malignant form, I don't think she would have described it as humanoid, and there would have been recognition there where there wasn't.
Okay, yeah, fine.
So
Yeah, fine.
probably
Second.
not.
Yeah. That's fine. Sorry, I'm making notes. Could you describe the creature, and perhaps we could see if we recognise what it is? He said it drops down to. Sam said it felt like it turned into a beast and had claws. Doesn't sound like a.
I was
like a
looking
person.
through its eyes, so I didn't see a face.
No,
I mean,
no.
I-
You would have seen the nose, but you wouldn't have recognised it.
I mean,
The Voldemort nose.
the only thing I can really say is that they were humanoid. They were very. I don't want to say good at what they did, but they were, and we can never.
They were professional.
So you didn't get a close look.
Nah.
Was Bryn with us when we got that doppelganger changeling guy from the bakery?
Yeah.
Um,
She would have mentioned it if that when.
Yeah, doppelgangers don't have claws either. I suppose they do actually, don't they? Like, they have
In a
like pointy
way.
fingers, but,
But
like,
yeah, she definitely didn't like say doppelganger. Like.
hey, it dropped down to a fuzz. Could be a doggleganger.
doppelganger, that sounds horrible.
It was.
Okay, so
He goes into a computer, it's a dongle ganger.
okay. So the aside in the hand you saw, could you draw it so we could maybe try to extrapolate what kind of creature it was? So did it rear back like and
Well,
lifts his arm
let
backwards?
me specific before I give away too much information. Let me see what I said in a moment. It's going to describe them.
Give me a CR, rough
No.
estimate of HP and AC.
Can't do
Any
that.
proficiencies and saves?
I'll I'll re-say what I said in the initial vision.
Yeah.
Your eyes glaze over and you see a white flash. Your hand, paper white with long nails, turning the handle of a door. A growl, the drawing of a blade wreathed in flame. You taste blood as your lips curl into a smile and you step. A black boot on the throat of a man, a tan-skinned man with curly brown hair and silver plate armor. But just as you're focusing the blade at his throat, that same white flash happens and the vision ends.
So it was very ambiguous if he died.
Can you send me that extract, Ashley?
Yeah.
I will actually mention that, actually. Bryn, I mean, it was... The vision ended before he actually met his end. Maybe he's been captured and not killed. Maybe he's still there, alive.
I mean, I hope, but from what I see before, they don't really take prisoners.
Unless it's a trap to try and lure you.
Well, how would they know she
Or-
was coming?
Well,
I've not
maybe not
seen
her
them in-
specifically, but maybe just you or the other guy that was after him.
Oh. Aldrich's not here anymore.
Yeah, so from context, I'm not going to say this out loud, but I just looking for confirmation. Aldrich's the guy we saw getting eaten by the other monster. right?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Mm.
Yeah. Archon like just gently puts his head in this. I was like, oh my god, son, Jesus Christ. Okay. Cool. So the hand that it was described, that's nails, not
Nails, not
Nails, not
Not
claws.
okay. So with long nails, were they painted at all?
They would have been like, obviously, like none of you have definitely white skin, but the equivalent of like whatever, like
Albino
like a
nails.
grey black sort of color, probably like dirt and blood on them, but not
Oh, okay.
not
And-
not definitely not claws, more like nails.
Would the hand be described as? Could it be described as masculine or feminine?
I'll say slightly. Could you do a retroactive
Nature?
Mm,
A gender check. Jesus.
I'm trying to think what it would be.
Nature, surely.
Yeah, nature. I was gonna maybe say something else, but nature. Thanks, James. It's a worse roll for him. so I give less away. Never mind. He rolled really well.
280.
I would say difficult to tell, but if anything, probably leaning towards feminine.
Okay. But like, I'll tell you what I'm picturing, and like, you don't have to say if I'm right. You can just go, I imagine like a sentient gaunt hand. You know what I mean? Like really, like you described it as deathly pale with dirt and blood under the fingernails. I imagine something that's like undeadish. That's what the picture that's in my head, like skeletal and thin and like Voldemort's hands almost.
I think obviously I'm not gonna give it away, but I would say from the vision, Sidon probably it didn't look skeletal and withered or like even gaunt. Like it's like a person's hand with like
Was it more
flesh.
animalistic?
I think I took animalistic because of the words growl being used.
The actions were very animalistic.
Yeah.
Hang on, I thought at some point they dropped to all fours. Was that when the other vision that Sidon had?
I think the drop to all fours was when Sidon had a very brief vision in Thorn's
before the big attack. Yeah, okay, that's probably where I've got confusion.
And also, all fours is like it's not implied, but like it's implied that they crouched down.
Crawled, yeah,
because like
sneaked in, yeah.
Or like no, I mean the person that this person. Because it's implied they crouched down with the blade at their throat.
Okay, yeah.
But we've only been playing for an hour.
But yeah, they took the hide action. Is what you're saying.
Well, they took the crouch action. Yeah.
Is that the bonus action?
If you're
reaction to crouch.
Yeah. Reaction to teabag, guys. You heard it. The DM said it.
Now we're getting back up.
Just get lower.
Get low.
We'll say at this point, you hear the sound of Victoria like beginning to walk back in. Say final things you guys say before she walks back in.
Dib's not it. Archon puts his fingers to his nose.
Wow.
I'm not saying anything now.
Brizza.
Slap. You've got it, buddy.
You've got it, buddy.
Hey, he's got 2 thumbs and saw your brother getting murdered.
Well,
what?
This is awkward.
Dun, dun, dun.
You got this right.
I just need to go to the toilet.
I'm just gonna see if they've got any chocolate milk.
Bryn explains. I'm not gonna re-explain.
You're not gonna play with yourself.
Jesus Christ. Bryn explains. Probably like points to sign in the name tag a few times. And sort of as Bryn's explaining, Victoria's like, her face is just going from tired to like frustrated, furious, sad. Like it's a mix of emotions.
A roller coaster, you might say.
Yes. A wagon ride of emotions.
The thing is, like, the vision was ambiguous. Maybe he is still alive. We'll find him.
Yep. Well, Sam, could you tell us more about the area? Perhaps if we were to describe the location, you might be able to tell us.
It was inside, wasn't it? It was like
It was
a.
I thought you said
inside.
tents.
That was where you got the
oh,
mission.
right, okay.
That's what in order. It was like campsite, which I assume was the assassin that we now know
But,
as the assassin.
perhaps
We
if you
assume it
describe
was
the
his
door-
campsite and.
Was the door particularly memorable, or the inside, like sofas, colours,
Was-
and anything?
Did it look like a? Did it look like a stone building? Like a tent building? Like
It was definitely like a building rather than like a campsite. I would say you would get. It was definitely dark, so I'm trying to figure out what you would know.
did I see them go into the door, or were they inside to begin with?
Well, the vision
did they
sort of
open it?
started with them opening like there was a doorknob on the door, like there was a handle.
Did I make out if it was a wooden door or a stone door?
I'll say you would probably get that it was a wooden door with like a golden like doorknob. No, it doesn't have to be like fancy, but gold color.
It was like a gold-plated doorknob, wooden door, stone building. That's all I could really make out. I don't know if that helps.
Yeah,
Do you
because
know
I've only ever seen one stone building before.
What a bitch!
Sorry, I'm nervous. I've just.
Fucking hell. All right. Well, sorry from yourself. Peace out.
What I was about to say is she would apologize and say, sorry, I don't talk to people. I haven't spoken. My brother did the talking, and I'm sorry. Not the best news to get at 11.
Yeah, we understand. that.
Well, I don't think that changed anything. The last thing
is there a building near, like a place he would perhaps stay in the barracks? I'm not sure from Simon's vision whether it was night or day when this happened. I'm assuming night. So if he were to have stayed anywhere, assuming you've checked that location, but perhaps there would be.
Well, I wasn't too worried. I only was thinking about trying to do something today, and then this. I'm gonna go to the barracks to see, because that's the last place I knew he was going.
Yeah, maybe we should go with you and see if Sidon remembers anything else from his vision.
We have absolute faith in his mental acuity.
Look.
Well, we don't have so
like
much anything else to go on, so.
I was trying to put her mind at ease, but she has spoken to him for more than 30 seconds.
Yeah, and I said we'll find her half-dead brother. It's fine. We'll find him.
If we don't find him by tomorrow, I could prepare locate creature. Does that work off descriptions, or do I need to actually know?
I don't know the spell off the top of my head. Well, I know the spell, but I don't know the wording.
I'll look it up.
I don't know if that helps.
But you don't know the wording of a spell?
I know, crazy.
Describe or name a creature that is familiar to you.
I would allow it if because you've got a description, you've seen his sister, and you could probably there's definitely like a painting or something around here of
This
him.
birthday boy instead.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say, given a bit more context, you could definitely like become technically familiar enough to cast that spell.
Okay.
But the range I know is not that big.
1,000 feet for 10
Oh, it's
minutes.
not too bad. Okay,
It's not that far. That's 300 meters.
it's not that far, but it's not too bad.
That's like a football pitch.
Well,
Yeah.
big city, 10 minutes. Victoria says, "Well, I'm gonna get going. Come with me if you want. I think Bryn's gonna come with me." Looks to Bryn, nods.
Yeah, I think we better go with you as well. Or does anyone want to go somewhere else?
No, I think this takes priority. A friend in need is a friend indeed.
Yeah.
And the two of them begin to walk out. Is there anything you're saying as they walk ahead a little bit for the sake of ease? Is there anything you guys are saying before? When walking?
My hopes are not high if this white man, I don't like calling it a white assassin, this
That's why I've been using the word pale.
Yeah, this pale assassin, if it's...
I don't think my nose is actually white assassin, that feels...
Yeah, it feels
wrong.
weird, doesn't it?
It's the equivalent of
The
the
only
Black
white
Riders.
person in D&D is an assassin.
Where is the barret?
Yeah, it is.
I'm just gonna say that
Yeah.
you actually got your side quest, Archie.
Yeah, but we're not going to get paid for this one. Well, we can...
But here's the thing. Is it technically a main quest because it's related to Sidon?
Is it, though?
Because
Only
I
if
think
he's the main
it's
character.
more about getting to Helene.
yeah, but that's the reason why we're here.
It's just like a side story quest.
Well,
this was completely unintentional.
I really do hope we find the brother, but as I say, this pale assassin does seem
And
formidable
I
and
don't know.
deadly. If they were following, I'm hoping that was colourful language. I really do hope they weren't literally following a trail of blood and gore through the city and the desert. But
I will say though,
if it was literal, the benefit is we know they're not a spellcaster because they can't prestidigitate themselves clean.
or
They just didn't take prestidigitation. Yeah.
Who wouldn't take
Like-
prestidigitation? What
Well,
awful...
some people like to bathe in blood, like vampires, for instance.
I
Just saying.
Wait,
I'm not.
I
gonna
don't
take
think-
that, actually.
I don't think they do.
I do have.
Did
Um,
have
But literally,
She
a
didn't bathe in it though, did she?
she made me do it.
Yeah, but you didn't
guys.
enjoy it. It's the point I was making.
I do have divination prepared, but I don't have 25 gold worth of incense.
I could cast Augury. Aubrey.
What does
whatever
that
you wanna call it. It gives a weal or woe. This will be a good thing, this will be a bad thing on an action I take in the next half an hour.
Okay. Yeah, with divination, I can ask a single question about a goal, activity, or event that occurred within. Oh, two occur. Yeah, I don't know how to use that in this context then.
Cool.
But I don't think that vision is going to be much help. I didn't have like any say or control over my own vision, so I couldn't look around. I was
It
only
was a
on a big
cutscene
point.
rather than a
Yeah,
possession.
it was a cutscene.
Yeah. I had no control over anything. The only thing that I could see was this figure opening a door and then stamping their feet on the throat of an injured man and putting their knife to it. So that's as far as
Was
it's
he
gonna get.
injured before
What?
this pale assassin came in?
He was on the ground.
He was already on the ground, wasn't he? Yeah.
Well,
Can you maybe tell us his like?
You have the wording.
Yeah.Tation a black boot on the throat of a tan-skinned man with curly brown hair, silver plate armor. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean it's their boot. Well, this is the thing, like.
It is
It's
from their
just the only
perspective.
thing I
It was
will
their.
do.
Okay, all right, okay. So when they opened the door, I'll say this is me asking Sidon, was the person already on the ground, or was it like strobing, and so you're missing moments, and then the person was on the floor?
I actually, in the thing it says a white flash,
Yeah.
and then it continues.
So it was a
Well,
bit
no, yeah, he
strobey.
says, it goes,
yeah.
white flash, hand paper, turn in the handle of the growl, draw a blade. I'm assuming every ... is another white flash then.
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
Yes,
that's
That's
fine.
just how I write.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I'm just making sure.
No,
because
no one else is meant to read my notes. It's just how I write.
yeah, okay. It's just okay. I mean, some.
Do we
people
maybe
to
know
that.
the approximate size of this person?
Well, if we can imagine that the size of the boot fits between the chin and the cloaca, not cloaca,
What?
not cloaca. What's it called? The bit at the top.
Sorry,
Of the,
what?
It's not the cloaca.
no, what's it called? The bone at the top, like at the top of your thorax. Like with the ribs, like beneath the shoulder blades, like right under the.
Sternum?
No, that's the stomach.
The
Isn't it?
clavicle.
Clavicle, that's the word. Yeah. If it fits between the chin and the clavicle, we can assume the creature was of a humanoid size. Otherwise, their feet would be too wide.
This is a weird question, but while in the vision of this creature, did it feel like I had no control over myself, but did it feel like I was this creature, this humanoid at the time? Like, could I get a feel for the size? Because you say I felt the smile
you felt
curl
it,
up on my face, so like I assume I felt like I was the person.
Yeah.
So would I get a feel for how tall that made me feel, or how
I
small
don't
it made me
think you
feel?
could get that with the relative information. Because the only thing you have is like a flash of a door and then someone on the ground. I don't think you would be able to get that information because there was no like reference point.
How about the doorknob, actually?
It's gold plated,
Yeah.
or maybe
Oh,
just
never mind.
pure gold. I don't know.
Oh no,
Probably
I meant
not.
more the where the doorknob was relative to you.
Oh Jesus.
Just above waist height.
This is nitpicking at this point. If you don't want to answer, that's okay.
I mean, I would just say you wouldn't get it. You didn't have enough information to get like a relative size of.
Okay.
Person
We'll
A.
assume humanoid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
we know humanoid. I think that's about it.
Okay, cool. That was all I wanted to know. Okay,
Cool.
cool.
Going back to, is anyone maybe able to track things down? I mean, I know Maeve has her cat and Archon has his.
I
think.
I'm
can do
She can't
some.
hear me.
I can't
He
do.
wants me to tell you he's a person.
I can't do any like magical tracking, but I am an adept tracker ish in the wild.
I can help. And
Yeah.
does anyone have guidance?
Yes.
Okay, well, between you and I, we can boost our good friend Saddened here ability to track. You can give guidance. I can give the Mantle of the Moonlight.
Guidance only lasts a minute.
Yep. So does my spell.
Okay.
But you can cast guidance every time anyway.
Wait,
It's a cantrip.
actually, I could just enhance ability wisdom, I think it's.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Survival's wisdom, yeah.
So you have, for an hour, you have advantage with wisdom stuff.
But before
Oh.
before we start casting spells and enhancing that, let's get to the barracks first and
Wait,
just see if we
wait.
get some more information first.
We could try one thing. I was just so you said that Cass could use locate creature to find this fella if tomorrow when they've had chance to prepare the spell because
Yeah.
they've been described. Does that mean I'm familiar with them enough to cast send in?
I
I can roll Arcana if you want.
Can you post the wording of that spell?
It says a creature you're familiar. I've seen him. I've heard his voice. I know his name.
Have you seen him though?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
saw him in a vision.
He was in
Vision,
Bryn's.
yeah.
He was in Bryn's.
Oh yeah,
Remember.
right.
You must fucking hate me sometimes. All
Sometimes.
I think
yeah.
he just hates wizards.
99.999.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool. I realised that, and I'm going to cast Sending. Guys, I realised...
Wait, don't cast spells yet. We're not at the barracks.
It's only a 3rd level spell. I can get it back later. It's fine. I'm not going to get into a fight
What are
today,
you
we?
casting?
Sending.
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
One moment. I'm just going to pen the message. To whom it may concern. No. Dear Oliver.
I think you're better off just with the name.
Dear Oliver. You don't know me.
But I know you.
I am familiar with you. Hence this message.
I'm right behind you.
Where are you? Your sister is worried. I think that's
You
less
can
than
reply to
1,
these
2, 3,
messages.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Jesus.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Love, Archon. 23.
XOXO.
That counts as one word.
No, that counts as all of them. So you cast the spell. It's weird. You don't get a reply, but you know how something works when you don't get when like
Right.
it doesn't get through. It's not that. It's like describe it. Static, maybe. Or like a.
Perhaps he's unconscious.
Yeah, I would say static's the best description.
I mean, so I know it's arrived at a creature, which means if it's a creature, it's not an object, which means if not an object, it's alive.
Sure.
Or sentient.
Wait, doesn't static mean that he's in another plane of existence?
No, I have to roll for that,
Like
I
in the
think.
tree.
Yeah, it's like 5% chance.
It's like a
it
1 in
misses or something.
20 chance, isn't it?
Crazy.
It does say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
a
5%
5%
chance.
chance.
Yeah, so in that one on the D20 check. Okay, so, but I know it's arrived.
You know something happened.
Uh,
You know
mean
something
an
happened.
anti-magic
You know
check?
something happened that wasn't it not flat out not working.
Okay, and I send a sending message. Okay,
Why
but
do
it
that
doesn't.
at-
Should we try again later, maybe? Like in an hour, or I know
well,
what does static mean?
I don't know. I thought it maybe meant unconscious, but apparently it is a little bit more vague than that. Perhaps they are being prevented from applying by some other form of magic, perhaps anti-scrying. I'm looking at the spell. What kind of spell is it? Divination?
It's evocation. It's crazy.
Evocation.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's
That
really
doesn't make
weird.
sense.
Do you
Or he's
want
got
to
a
play
muzzle.
with that? What was it called? The bone thing? The
Augury.
augury, yeah.
I can, but it won't give me a yes or no. It will give me a vague, this will be good, this will be bad, or it could be both. And when I cast it on trying to find Deirdre, it gave me a mixed message. And I was aiming the wrong way, so it's not super reliable. Okay,
You
I'll
have
just
to
check
know
my-
Well, you
Right.
specifically asked for like the lair of the vampire.
yeah,
skull,
yeah,
which wasn't technically the correct.
yeah, or incorrect. Yeah, so you got to be very, very careful about how you ask as well. I can perhaps if we're still looking tomorrow, I could review my spells. At the moment, I'm decked out for some shenanigans. But
Because of Sidon?
no, just
What?
because I had some new spells I wanted to try yesterday. So I mean, side note, I have haste now.
Nice.
I can run faster than you if I wanted.
Oh, I thought you were just going to give me haste to make me run even faster. No,
No, my friend.
I don't think
100
you with
meter
haste-
race. 100 meter race.
I don't think you with haste would be faster.
Well, actually, Sidon, how fast would you be while carrying someone?
Depends on the
I
person.
don't know how that.
Yeah, depends.
I don't know
on
how that
big the
mechanic
person is.
works.
If it was Slab, it'd be normal. If it was anyone else, it'd be half speed.
Because locate person has a limited range, but lasts 10 minutes. So if Archon hastes you, maybe you can
It only lasts
I don't
for 1
carry
minute.
me across a large part of the city.
Slab has fly.
Slab has fly, yes.
He has
Alpha's
fly?
Yes.
It's in his guitar loop.
Yes.
Okay.
I can fly because of my guitar.
I slept so good, gravity.
Literally air guitar. Yeah, so as you are walking, let me describe what you see. So, as you are walking, Bryn and Victoria are like walking ahead of you, sort of idly chatting and trying to decide what to do. You move out of the dunes, from the cluttered streets, to like a white stoned marble pathway stretching to both the left and right of you, but easily about 500 feet wide to the other side of the pathway, like wide, not long. You can see a number of people walking up and down it. Directly in front of you is what appears to be a casino with the statue of a sphinx. To the right, like the longer side, there is one of the exits out of the city, and to the left is the way that Victoria and Bryn are walking, ignoring everything else entirely, and crossing over these bridges, which are like these sort of hexagon-style bridges over the sort of the lazy river that goes across.
Just imagine people with little
I-
inflatables going around.
Well, no, you don't see people in inflatables, but there are like the occasional boat tour that goes
Oh,
around.
nice. Does it look clean enough to swim in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was actually going to ask about these bridges,
Mhm.
because I noticed the shape of them, but I was waiting until we actually got to them to ask. Are they like actual built bridges with this like pattern, or are they like stone pillars just really close together, like reaching down to form that type of pattern?
No, they're like
I know
bridges.
it's like a
They're-
really
they're-
weird thing
They're
to like.
bridges
notice,
made
but-
of that pattern with some like stilts in the water, I guess the best way to put it, like support beams. But yeah, as you're walking, you cross. You go across one of the bridges, into the facets, which is the. How do I describe it? Not the. It's like the higher class, but it's people don't live here. It's filled with like information and places of learning and things like that. There is a
info brokers.
there is a golden sigil that makes up the floor of a large portion of this district, with a few buildings in the space. You see to your right, as you're walking across the bridge, there is to the right. No, that's not. Sorry.
If we're walking into the
Sorry,
bright
yeah.
of the golden tomes
Yeah.
left, we discover the
So
dunes.
to the left. I had that one around
To
first.
the left, to the left.
To the left is Discovery of the Dunes. I think James currently isn't here, but Drac would also know that there is also one in Malachite. It acts as both a museum and like a store for adventurers planning on crossing the desert. To the right,
Okay.
Okay,
not just
so that's
like
where the
it's-
hooks for the sandworms are.
yes, if they're anywhere.
It's not just like it's not like Discovery's over by the residential the slums on Pyra.
Yeah.
Discoveries of that dune.
So then to the right is Golden Tomes, is the Golden Tomes Library. It doesn't hold as much information as the libraries in Malachite, but still there is a lot of information on various topics. Behind that
You hear
is...
a dog that needs.
Sorry?
When you walk past the library and like storm past it, you hear Archeron whining like a dog that needs a pet.
And
Later.
then behind that is the Hall of Illumination, which is the meeting place of the Council of Clarity, which is the group that rule over and look after Pyra. But Victoria,
I'm gonna say something stupid.
but Victoria like walks straight past them, has no interest at this current moment in any of those. To like a rectangular structure with blue domed ceilings at the top of watchtowers. As you walk up, she just points out that's the barracks. Captain, we're friends, so I should be able to get something out of him if he knows anything.
Well, before we head any further, Simon, do you recognise any of the golden knockers?
Do what?
Whoa.
You can't be staring at them.
Yeah.
No, the door handles.
Oh, those. It was more like a door.
What do you think he was talking about?
Do you recognise any of the knobs?
You did walk straight into that one.
Do I recognise any of the knobs?
No.
No, while I'm drinking.
You have to get down on your knees. First for
Oh,
about-
Jesus. You gotta get to the right level to see the knob.
No, I ain't recognising anything.
Okay. Knockers or knobs? No idea. Right, okay.
So you...
Maybe we'll have to go to the brothel again.
Yeah.
Knobs is the greatest name for a strip club.
Knockers and
You
knobs,
need-
yeah.
No, it's a strip club and like door shop.
Yeah.
Door shop by day, stripper club by
Yeah.
night.
God,
Stupid.
wood.
So you, Victoria leads you into the barracks, and the floor is made of like a dull blue cyan-colored stone, with bits of sand making parts of it look gold and yellow. In the center is a fountain with candles burning on the sides. Statues and planters sit to the very sides of the building, with a set of stairs down to the back right of the room. Directly opposite the entrance is a desk with a man sitting in a chair talking to a soldier next to him. The man has like darker skin, black curly hair, and like grey cloth, like grey cloth with golden armor on top of it. I'll send the image of this guy.
Human.
The shadow.
Looks human, yeah.
But the guy with the afro.
Oh,
Yes.
He's a lot younger than I thought. I thought he'd be older. I don't know why. I just assumed he was old. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you guys are coming in from this side.
Weird. Is this as we kind of see him? Like, I'm a nod. To get Victoria's. Like, is that your friend?
That's
The captain.
Yeah.
Yes. What's his name?
Dan.
Dan.
I didn't make that up. That's his
Dan.
name.
Captain Dan.
Yes.
Is that a last
Captain
name
Dan
or
what?
I don't know.
Oh.
is
Not-
the name
not very
Captain
close
First name
friends.
basis.
Simon
I
or is
was-
it Captain Dan Simon? Like,
I just audibly cringed because that was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I was originally going to go for a Lieutenant Dan joke,
Yeah.
but I didn't change it and changed him.
Yeah, Lieutenant Dan.
Where's Victoria? Do I have her thing?
I'm gonna send porridge for a scooch round to have a nosy, and my book is just floating behind me as it would. I can't. Well, how far can it get from me? I'm gonna see. I'm gonna explore with this a little bit. I think I might have a bit of a nosy with it.
But that person that is your book isn't your book. So your book is like with you. Like
Yeah,
in
my
your
book is,
pocket or
but my
something.
book is a physical thing. But the book has a spirit within it.
the sentient
A
consciousness.
sentient consciousness, which you previously has been shown on the map as the Eye of Sauron. But when I decided to, upon gentle nudging from the DM, touch the frozen statue, the book was like, "Yo,
Awaken.
I want that bitch.
What you wearing?
hey bro,
What,
you
what,
up? Yeah."
what would have happened if you didn't touch the icy statue?
I mean, it was already awake. I was just told not to interact with it too much.
Texting on Microsoft Excel.
Yeah, let's have a look at what it can actually do.
Oh, yeah, so what are you guys doing?
I think you can go like 300 feet away, or at least you can exist
Yeah,
300
something like
feet
that.
away.
Yeah, 300
My
feet,
only-
okay. Yeah, but it's visible. It's a physical thing, so it can't float through walls and stuff like that. But I'm going to send porridge for a scooch round, and if he spies anything interesting, he will let me know.
I was going to say that's the entire.
Yeah.
And the book. Are there any open doors? I might send him down the stairs. It's like it just floats down the stairs. What are you guys going to do about it? Nothing. You can't touch it. That's only bits.
You see, because it's
They
visible.
have house wizards.
It is visible, but like there's nothing to link it to me.
You see that soldier that was standing by the stairs immediately calls someone else and walks down the stairs to follow, like
Okay.
the light. And I'll say, just a quick sweeping, it's like a prison.
Okay, cool. Just gonna nosy. And it's just gonna float back. No, like if it's just a prison, it's just a prison. But like, so there's no. What's his name? Isn't Oliver's not? I was gonna say Olivier. Oliver's not down there.
You don't see Oliver. No.
Okay, cool. I'll just bring it back up and just maybe just frustrate this guard a little bit. Lead him on a merry dance. throughout the
Just keep going up
building.
and down. Just keep going up and down.
Yeah, just like float up into a tree.
So you see, as you all, most of you, walk up. Just move. Yep. As most of you walk up, you see the man sort of usher away the person he was talking to, and he sees all of you, but mainly looks at Victoria and Bryn, and he stands up, and you see that this man is about 6'3", but he's incredibly lithe and thin. It's really weird. He's like a stick.
He's taller than I am.
And he sort of like walks to the side of the desk and like leans a little bit, and says, like looks surprised to see Victoria and Bryn along with so many people. And he says, "Well, Victoria and Bryn, what a surprise. He says, "Have you been sent to try and chase that white-handed murderer again?" He says like a smirk. Bryn moves to try and say something, but Victoria cuts in and says, "None of your business, Dan. We're here to talk about my brother. Have you seen him?" And Dan says, "Oliver,
Ozza Ace.
sorry?
Ozza Ace. Love it.
Oliver,
Big O.
I saw him a few days ago. He was asking about your dad, and I'll tell you what I told him. Your father is still stationed on the outskirts of the Scar to ward off any people trying to get in. We've sent a letter. If everything went well, we should get a response within the week."
Does no one have the spell sending?
It was a letter along with supplies.
Oh, but I mean, if you cast sending, you could get a response immediately and let them know the supplies are on the way.
Who are you?
Resident Genius, don't worry. Sorry. Sorry.
Anyway,
Just got you there, to be fair.
How common are
Bryn
wizards?
like
here?
nudges you and says, we're trying to have him help us, please."
I was trying to be helpful. I could send sending if you needed me to. No? Okay.
Victoria says, "Did Oliver tell you where he's going afterwards? And do you have any information about the pale-handed person Bryn's looking for?" Dan says, "Well, he didn't say anything specifically. He did offer to grab a drink to meet me at the Rose after my day was over, but I was busy. Like things about the assassin." He sort of looks through the drawers on his desk, and as he's looking, he's like moving the drawers with his hand and looking, like surveying all of you to like debate whether you're trustworthy. But he like shrugs after a minute and hands Bryn a note. She like the fold note just says like, "Look at it in a second." She folds it and puts it in her pocket. Then he says, Sorry, I don't know more. I'm honestly surprised there's so many people here."
Just a quick one as a player. What are these guys? Are they guards? Are they army? What are they?
They're like guards.
Do they have like a name that I would know? Or are they just
yeah,
Like
so
the
they're
Dragon Knights.
they're the Sound Spears.
Oh, okay.
They're
Do they
not
actually
the
use
Pokemon
spears, or are they,
A lot of them have spears, yeah. I say spheres.
Not made out of sand, though, I hope.
Nah.
They
Is
have
that-
so great asses. They're not
one
called
more.
asses. They're called spheres.
Sand space one word, okay. Do you have
do
anyone
they
here?
have any magical
Dan,
powers?
do you have
or are
anyone
they
here that goes by Brittany?
Britney
Spears.
Sound Spears?
Oh Jesus. I don't
That's the
believe we do. As for magicians, if you're asking,
I scoff at that. Magicians. Sorry.
we don't have people who cast sending. It's not really our forte. I do a bit of magic, but it's mainly combat focused, just in case. As for
He's the magician.
many of the soldiers, magic isn't something everyone can pick up, so it's not something that these people learn.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well, yes, but it would take a lot more time and training, and can be harsh. You can't always find components for spells and such.
Can't you just use a stick to shoot your spells out of?
No, Dan, no,
Decided.
I mean, that's what an arcane focus is, isn't it?
no. It's not just a stick. It has to be a. You can use wood, special wood, but it has to be a. This is not. No, I will take you through the intricacies of an arcane focus.
I'm
My
just
book, for
saying,
example,
like,
is an
things that
arcane
have-
focus, but I could not just
Yes.
pick up a dictionary, and the only spell I could cast with dictionary would be hit you in the head with dictionary. You know?
Well, actually, I'm pretty sure you could. You can turn any book into your arcane focus.
Well,
I'm
I
pretty sure you
can because,
just
as I said
over.
before, I'm the resident genius. But some people require special items. So, for example, Captain Dan here, if he is a magician in air quotes, he could use the Ruby of the War Mage to use his sword as a focus for his spells, which would mean he didn't need to rely on the components of them. Some people like using the components. Before I had my book, I used components all the time. It just became a bit awkward to carry around quite that much incense.
Wait, so I do have a question about that. How do you get those items? Because if I recall, one of them was a branch of a tree hit with lightning or something oddly specific like that.
I use my book. I don't have to worry about any of that.
And if you need it, you can just cast lightning on the tree. And
I'm completely untrained, but I'm pretty sure most spells don't actually consume the components they actually use.
I'm completely untrained, but he's a very knowledgeable thing about spells.
Yeah. So so there are certain spells. So, for example, there's a spell I have that requires it to be cast through this, and he digs into his pockets and he pulls out a bit of blue quartz. I just have it on me all the time. Also, this diamond I need to cast a chromatic orb, and he puts that back in his pocket. Pearl for identify. You've seen me use this before. As I have a pocket of crap, basically. That I use at the moment's notice, but the book is the main thing. So I think we're slightly off the point.
Yeah, I'm saying like sticks of wood. They don't have to be magic to become arcane focuses.
No, they don't have to be magic. But I couldn't just pick up a twig off the floor and say, ha 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 ha! This is my arcane focus for the day. Screw you, book. I'm never using you again. I could if they're. Yes, but there is specific wood, like wood from the elder tree, wood from the willow tree. It has to be specially treated and it has to be of an appropriate length and size and weight. Things like this. Some glass baubles can be used, but I couldn't pick up a shard of glass, for example, and do that. I can't just have a handful of sand and be like, arcane focus, magic bullshit, go! Doesn't work.
I cast blindness with my sand.
Yeah.
Actually, sorry, because I enjoy you speaking about magic. I think we're wasting the good captain's time.
Am I going fucking mad? That's what I just said. Okay.
You all have a good day.
Captain Dan, continue. Captain.
I didn't really have much else to say. Sorry, I can't be more useful in this scenario.
Was there a perception check about how was he interested in this magic rant of Archeron?
Not the captain. He knows this, but
so before we go, Ozza, do you have a preferred I'm gonna keep a wary eye on how Victoria's reacting to this. Did he have perhaps a close acquaintance of whom he may visit at night time?
Did he spot?
I'm not suggesting it's you.
No, I honestly don't know.
Okay.
He used to get drinks at the Desert Rose, the tavern.
Where's that on the
let's go there.
I don't know.
That was miles away, wasn't it? The Desert Rose.
Back.
That was
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he is there or was there, and I am sorry to hear about whatever you said he went missing. But if I can do anything, just let me know. And he looks at Bryn.
Could you send out some people to look?
He looks around.
Anything but that. Okay.
No, he looks around. No, he looks around and sort of turns around to get something from the drawer and casts a message to you and just says, "Read Bryn's note."
Okay. I don't have I can reply. Okay. I'll ask her about it. Okay. Okay.
And then stands up and says, "Well, I hope you'll have a fine day."
You
as
too.
well. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Captain Dan.
All right,
Yeah, thank you very much for your information.
So you all walk back out of the barracks. And yeah, I will. Bryn opens the folded note. And I will read what it says, but also send it into general. It reads, I fear the assassins here. I don't know where. I don't know what they want. I've not heard of I've not heard of any of those sorts of murders in a number of years, and I hoped it was all behind us. I know you're aware of how they act. Just be careful. There is more going on than I'd care to admit. I will find you when I have more information. For now, stay close. I've lost a few soldiers to what I can only assume is them.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. So you've just read the letter. What are you guys doing?
Have you posted it into general?
I did.
Luke. Let me
I
just
did
reread it.
Misspelled the last.
I fear the assassin is here. I don't know where. I don't know what they want, presumably to kill people. I've not heard of any of those sorts of murders for a number of years, and I hoped it was all behind us. I know you're aware of how they act. Just be careful. There is more going on here than I care to admit. I will find you when I have more information. For now, stay close. I've lost a few soldiers to what I can only assume is
them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
this
I guess
bodes ill.
But it also doesn't really give us much to go on.
I look round. I don't have message loaded. I know. Perhaps he can't talk out loud. He's waiting for a moment to speak with Victoria or Bryn. I'm going to, as a ritual. How long does this take? Is it a minute or is it 10? I'm not saying 10 minutes writing a fucking letter. 1 second, let me just double check.
Just like you
It's
just write a letter
10
and throw it
minutes.
out.
10 minutes.
You just like you make it in paper airplane. Just throw it out.
Yes. No, I could cast sending again. He's like 200 feet away.
He's literally, you can see him.
Yeah, I turn around and yell, "We're staying at Victoria's house," and I just walk away.
He gives like a thumbs up, really
Double
confused.
finger guns.
Hold
Okay.
on. Can I just say, do you make clear that we stop him there? And Victoria's gonna look at us.
Oh
Look,
well,
gone
I
out or
mean,
not.
she said we were welcome to, and Victoria, and Bryn, come closer. How many is there? There's Cassian, there's Bryn,
That's
there's
8,
Victoria.
7.
Wait, there's 3 NPCs, and then there's 5
6
or 6
of you.
players. So that's
9.
8. That's 9. Okay, that's
yeah.
the perfect amount. Okay, so come closer, everybody. A little bit more. No,
We're all so close to you.
Oh, Jesus! Somebody
Right,
is eating garlic. Okay, so
Who's touching my ass?
sorry.
It's the bird.
It's the bird, yeah. So because there is a potential of a sneaky killer out there, I can, if needed, fit us all in my impenetrable nighttime sleepy place. But there are rules, which is no shenanigans.
What constitutes as a shenanigan?
Anything that you would do that isn't sleeping. But it would mean that we are perfectly safe at night from most things.
And no shoes.
Outside of you, we can come and go as we please, right?
Yes. You can come. Well, if you're, so long as you're there when I cast it, you can come and go. But as I said, it only lasts for 8 hours, and I need my full 8 hours. I will slap a bitch. I will slap a bitch.
But you don't need to concentrate like.
No. I cast it. Then
8
it can
hours,
sleep, but
right?
it will disappear. It is a ritual, so it takes me a little while to prepare it, which will give you all a chance to lay out.
I've
got
sleeping
teeth.
We're not.
Well,
going to
no,
bed
you can
yet,
come
it's
and
like-
go, but once
well,
it's cast,
right.
it's cast, and we only have a short amount of time. And we can see out of it, so we wouldn't be at the end of the time. We wouldn't be completely unawares of what was outside of it. I can also leave we can leave Porridge and Senko and my eye outside of it. It would be a bit crowded with a cat and a raven and an eyeball also in there. It will
But
be close
people
quarters.
can't see in, right?
They can.
Really
If you
good question. I
if
think
you
they
set
can.
if you set it to because it always has like a
Just
sheen
the
to it.
opacity.
So they can watch us sleep.
It's the same opacity
Just
both
way around. This
ways.
is like
So like if
Is
you
it-
guys
I
can
thought it
Oh,
was
but
one
I
side
can
was-
tune it. I can make it darker. I can have like blackout blinds.
yeah, but if it's blackout blinds, then obviously you can't see either.
That's fine.
It's
Oh, I
it'd
thought
be the
it
same.
was like a one-way mirror.
No,
No.
Oh.
it's like
But
it's like an opaque to semi-opaque
Yeah.
dome.
It's not a tactical thing. It's more if we are worried about being attacked in our sleep, which it sounds like perhaps we
would be.
Kind of,
should be,
especially now since you've shouted it into them.
Well, I mean, no, because we're all in a group. We're Scooby Dooing planning.
Cassian then says, "We're in a group. a lot of people are staring at us because we're in a very tight circle.
Huddle. Should we break the huddle? Right. We're all friends here.
And someone's hand's
We're
still
not
on my
going
ass.
to.
Sorry. You didn't say you didn't like it. You still haven't said. Do you want me to move it?
No.
No. Right, okay. Okay. So, with my hand in Slab's back pocket, I say we break. But Victoria, you're, as I say, oh shit, no, that would be 10 with Victoria, wouldn't it? No, I counted here.
You can.
Okay, I counted. Yeah.
3 NPCs and then
It would be
9.
It would be very cozy. It's not the biggest of spaces, but I know I can fit 10 people in there. Sorry, 9 people in there. You don't have to.
No, I'm just looking at other people's spells, but they can't really help.
Also, you could, I think, be part way in, part way out, but I
but
like, feet out to the bed at night.
Then someone would
the
just
devils
grab
could get you.
that
Yeah,
feel
grab
like
your foot.
someone would just.
Yeah,
It's
That'd
like
be
having
horrible.
your foot off the edge of the bed.
yeah,
Yeah.
guru. But it's it's I can bring that to the table. And we could have it be like a little sleepover, but no ghost stories. We have to go to sleep.
I mean, you
Maeve's
have to go to sleep.
disappointed.
Well,
Or most of her stories are ghost stories.
I mean, we can talk beforehand.
I'm afraid of no ghosts.
But yes.
Well, we're not going to bed yet. It's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, right?
Okay, so this is probably where I'm going to lose you, Sam. This is called thinking ahead, planning.
What's that?
Planning's
Exactly.
boring. Think in the
I
moment.
mean, if you'd like to sleep outside in the fucking desert, then
I mean, we're not
Be
sleeping.
my
in the
guest.
desert. We're sleeping in a house, no matter what.
you say that. I assume Victoria. I can't. I don't know. 'cause
Sorry, their voices are.
3 people with very similar voices.
Well, Cassian doesn't sound the same.
So you say that, Victoria, but every single opportunity Simon's had to sleep inside, he's poo-pooed it for sleeping outside in the Feywild, in a swamp full of monsters and exploding plants.
Oh, there were exploding plants in the Feywild?
No, that was in the moorlands, and admittedly, the plant exploded when I messed with it, but
Originally, it was my fault.
it wasn't my fault. But still, there was a plant that exploded. The statement is correct. Anyway,
Technically true.
so what are we doing now? Should we go to? I don't want to go all the way back to the Desert Rose.
We could go to the
Did he have
temples.
any-
We're quite close to it.
Seems a little bit.
Victoria does say, if there's anything at the Rose, it's not going anywhere. I don't think.
Well, I
It's
don't.
been 2 days.
If there was an attack, at the Rose, you would have thought perhaps we.
I think it would have been no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps he met someone there for a drink, and
You guys
I mean-
really think he?
well,
Putting in the air that he, you know.
well, I'm just going to say this right. If there was somebody out there who wanted to cause you, and I'm going to suggest at this point we break the huddle. Reluctantly, I take my hands off Slab's ass.
Oh,
And we break the huddle. I say so. If somebody wanted a skilled assassin, wanted to infiltrate or get close to somebody, it wouldn't be difficult to do so, even if they were physically distinctive. For example, physically distinctive. I look round. Do I see any other Orlings about apart from Jack? Apart from
No.
and he looks very different to me.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so. No.
Okay, I'll look around.
What about
For
humans?
example,
If I look
and
around,
then-
is there any humans around?
it's one
See
of the
Dan?
one. Yeah, Dan. I just like pick a random, a random person.
and Victoria.
half-elf.
yeah, it's
Uh,
only tieflings here except Dan and Victoria.
Yeah.
Yeah, I to indicate I'm going to cast Disguise Self as like a random person we saw like 10 minutes ago, like a very generic looking half elf kind of thing.
Oh, Steve.
Yeah, Steve. So I changed myself into Steve. Okay, for example, I could have, if I, for example, wanted to get close to you, I could pretend to be a beautiful woman, as opposed to a very handsome man, and go to Oliver and pretend to be wooed by his charm and wit and repartee, take him back to a secluded location.
I
Sounds a
mean,
bit personal, Archeron. I'm still a bit raw from that happening.
Oliver's
I
not
have
really,
a cream for that.
Oliver's really not that kind of
Use protection next time.
Okay. Well,
I mean,
I'm
it's
just
not.
saying,
It's not out of the.
well, perhaps he
question,
could have
but-
pretended to have been you. It could be anyone, or Bryn here.
I mean, he did invite apparently invite the captain out for a drink, and maybe someone decided to disguise himself as the captain, make
Okay.
it seem like they came out for a drink, and
Had an idea. I'm gonna use my once a day ritual as an action thing to cast detect magic.
Mhm.
Is there any magic on Victoria?
Yes, she has a longsword.
I mean, is it a magic longsword?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Is that it?
Yeah.
Is Cassian? So the ring that Cassian had, presumably doesn't need it for disguise self anymore.
Cassian doesn't have any.
Oh no, that was his weird hand thing, wasn't it? Sorry, his
yeah.
claws.
Cassian has no
Right,
magic
okay.
on him anymore.
Okay.
What's the
Bryn
ring?
also doesn't actually.
Bryn has
I
no
guess
magic claws.
her holy symbol, I guess, but that's like it.
She doesn't have a magical weapon.
No.
Ooh, shit.
Oh, I thought she did.
About that. That's going to be a hamperance at some point.
But yeah, that's it.
Okay.
For the people who you wouldn't know have magic on them.
Okay, so I'm just going to read the description of the spell. 1 second. Disguise self. Detect magic. Self. 30 feet of view. Okay. Damn it. Okay, so I can share senses with my orb.
Mhm.
Can I have cast disguise self via the orb and then send the orb into look, or is that breaking the spell?
I wouldn't allow that.
Okay, that's fine. What's it? It's only 30 feet. I can't go back and check on Dan. Damn it.
I mean, you just walk back.
Okay,
Hey,
I
Dan.
dash back in. Dan, just give me one second.
What?
I liked your cut of your jib. No magic, and then run out.
Dan has a. Yeah, he would have a. I say he has a magical sword.
A magical butt plug.
Yeah,
Okay.
he has like a long sword that is like sheathed. That's it.
Okay, for okay. Ooh, and the other thing is, white hands might indicate changeling. That I wouldn't be able to detect that.
Yes.
That's a player.
That's the play. No, I think Archer would know. He's much smarter than I am. If
I mean,
if I
one
can think
hand
about
would.
it.
I mean, you thought about doppelganger changeling.
Yeah, I
It's
thought
like,
about doppelganger. 'cause,
It's like
if
an
you-
obvious next step, but
Yeah.
you don't know.
Oh, I don't know enough about Victoria. And we know Bryn. And we've not been away from the rest of the party. Oh, okay. Would I be would I know of a way to be able to check for changeling activity?
No.
What about an iron nail?
No.
Okay.
I think the only way that actually I can think of as the DM is to try and get information that you know is false from a
We don't know this
person.
girl at all. We don't know this person at all. Okay. I'm going to take Bryn to one side.
That's what I mean. That's the only thing I'm aware of. It could be.
Oh.
I could be wrong, but
Well, the way I play, because they're Fey, I imagine that iron and magnetism.
I
Yeah,
guess
that-
because they
that's
are
what it is.
Fey. If you had a detect,
Paladin. Oh, yeah.
if you have a paladin, or a what's the detect evil and good, that
Yeah,
could detect a Fey.
don't think I have that.
But Bryn's a paladin.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Bryn,
Oh my
Bryn,
god, divine sense!
Yeah, so Bryn, I know you don't have a subclass, but you have Divine Sense.
It's actually on the sheet.
No.
Yes. Oh,
Okay, can you send up a paladin ping to see if Victoria hears a change?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay, so the reason I have to do that to everybody is I was concerned that this assassin could be a person who changes what they look like. I can detect if it's a spell, if it's a changeling, or someone who's changing via non-magical means, which there are a few. I won't be able to detect them. The first thing that popped to mind is changeling. Our good friend Bryn here has confirmed none of us here are changelings, unless it's similar to how paladins couldn't previously detect Lord Cassian. Let's fingers crossed. That's not the case. Awkward. If on the off chance there is a shapeshifter amongst us, perhaps we need to come up with a like a signal that we are who we say we are, like a hand gesture that changes daily.
Gang signs.
Gang signs.
No.
Gang signs.
You guys
we
are
all wear
rivals to the heart,
two
Murphy.
hats.
Changelings, they can't replicate hats.
Do you have any hand signs you could teach us from Hat Mafias?
Me?
I was never
Right.
part of the Hat Mafia, so I don't know why you're expecting me
Can
to.
everyone do the live long and prosper?
No.
The what?
I will
The
try.
Vulcan hand sign.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can do
Yeah.
that.
What's a
You can
Vulcan?
do that in
No
real
problem.
life, and I assume Sidon can do it easily.
Yeah, it's not
I
hard.
mean, yeah.
It's not hard.
So-
Besides
Also,
the
oh, but also,
idiots.
James, it's not hard.
No,
Sidon's an
like-
idiot, so he does 3 fingers on one side and 1 finger on the other.
Wow, you moved your
it's just like
pinky.
a wave, isn't
You
it?
moved your pinky or
Yeah.
your index.
Okay, how about this? And I do the go web go. You know, the thing that makes
Everyone
Zendaya
points at
bite
each
a
other.
lip. Yeah. So
Spider-Man,
it's like, yes, Spider-Man. I do the Spider-Man go web goes. It's like, so if we see each other and we've been apart for any amount of time, a subtle go web go.
everyone
would be hand-
pointed at each other like you've
Yeah.
seen yourself in a mirror.
Yeah. And that would be our way to identify.
What if I just
does it-
shout at you and just say, hi?
Well, Sidon, that won't help if someone has taken your voice and your appearance.
To be fair though,
Could
I
they
don't
take my
think they would
mannerisms?
do that
Could they
because
take-
it's Sidon.
Yeah, could they,
They just have
could
to
they
act like
mimic
a
all
fool.
of this?
Yeah.
Could they
I
mimic
mean,
all of
No
this?
offense, Sidon, but they
Truly.
would just have to act like a simpleton.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I
But-
say the same thing,
you can-
but with all offense intended.
Yeah, but, okay, but here's the thing, right? Could you really act this stupid?
I
Do you
personally
know what?
don't
I'm
think I
actually
could.
thinking that Sidon may possibly be a doppelganger because he's never once admitted he's stupid.
All wrong. Is he wearing his ring? Because it
Everyone
can't
roll
rude
this
to
through.
himself.
I'm joking.
I would like to cast
worry.
Fireball to the changeling disguised as Sidon.
I'm
well, we
not
can-
a changeling!
He like pulls a dagger out.
That's
and puts it to
exactly
his
what a
chin.
changeling would say.
What have you
Too
done,
bad.
Sidon?
He's a monk. He's got evasion.
Oh, that's actually a good way to find out if he's a changeling or not. If he catches
Changelings
the
can
crossbow.
have player stat loss.
Yeah. The changelings are a race.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're not amazing, but they're not terrible.
They're funny.
Yeah, they're
Um,
fine, yeah.
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
So now we've established our gang signs. And
Go with
we're
them.
not-
Beside.
yeah,
You've been Pyra for an hour, and
Yeah,
you've
after
already made gang signs.
after we've established a way of identifying ourselves as who we say we are. That Archeron is fully committed to it's a changeling now. Like 100%. Even if it says that not to be a changeling, you'll be like, "Damn, how did the changeling do this?" Like he's gonna be like pulling fucking masks. It's old man Withers. So yeah, where do you suggest we begin our search? What's Victoria's last name?
Danya. Danya.
Danya.
Yeah.
Victoria, and Olivia. And what was her dad's name?
You hadn't got it.
Victoria, turning matters to slightly more upbeat things. Your father, he's out by the scar. I could, as I said to
What is Scar?
the scar
I've
is
never
it's
been
like a
here.
huge wrench in the earth that is seemingly apparently bottomless, and all sorts of crazy cuckoo shit comes out of it.
Oh.
Well,
That's
less
right, isn't
things
it?
come out of it. No one comes back if they go.
Yeah. But yes, so but if you can describe your father, perhaps I could send him a message to let him know that you know you're thinking of him, and perhaps put your mind at ease that he's okay.
I wasn't. I'm not that close with him. I don't want to
Oh.
worry him. He would prefer Oliver. Stronger.
Damn. Ooh, I've been there, buddy. Yeah. Oh well.
It's
mean-
fine.
I
Sure,
just
it's
really want his name for my notes, but it's okay.
Darius.
Darius. Okay. Okay. Cool. And he was a member of the same platoon as Captain Dan, though.
He was a
Ugh,
guard. Yeah.
Is a
every
I
time.
don't have.
has he been outranked by Captain D?
Yeah. Yes. He
He seems very young.
He's I don't have his fucking age.
Well, in the
Um,
picture he looks young.
Yeah, just found.
42.
I would have said he's
That's
probably
halfway
about.
through.
I would have said he's probably.
Looks like 26.
I would have said mid-30s. The image is not exactly accurate.
Actually, because have you seen Ernie Hudson recently? That guy's 70 odd. He looks about.
Yeah,
he looks about 42.
incredible. Yeah, he looks
He has
incredible.
more age
Oh my
since
God.
1989.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, yeah.
Ridiculous.
He's in the new Ghostbusters, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just the same age.
It's honest to God, there's a picture
Oh,
of him
it's
getting
really weird,
old.
wow.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He's got like a bit of grey hair, but that's like it.
That's it, yeah. He's in better shape than I am.
Anyway.
So he's in mid-30s. So it's just the old Captain D-Bag come from a rich family, or?
Not that I know. I don't know him that well, but not that I know. He's just good at what he
He
does.
seems to know your brother quite well.
Yeah, they're drinking buddies.
Do you not go out drinking?
Not, I mean, a bit. Not really. I really just keep to myself for the most part.
What do you do for fun?
Well, I
What is this fun you speak of?
No, I've been doing a bit of. Well, I was always training with Oliver, and I always, recently, I've been trying to do some magic. I know it's.
What kind of magic?
I think similar to what the captain was talking about. Sorry.
Paladin magic, divine
No,
magic.
not really paladin. Just stuff to help within fighting.
So are you a member of the guards as well?
No, I'm not. I'm just I just help where I can.
So
Are you like a
is he like an
mercenary
Eldritch
then,
Knight or what?
Eldritch Knight.
Okay, cool. Okay. Well, I can. If you need any pointers, I've got plenty of spells and lots of experience with spells. Not with fighting. I mean,
I'm if I think of anything, I'll ask.
Okay. Well, that's all good. Changing tact. So, where should we go next, then, fearless leaders?
Honestly, I think with how that note is written, it sounds like he will find us with more information. He knows where we're going to be at. I'd say we just chill for the rest of the day. I really want to go to the temples and try and
But
find
their brother's still missing.
There's nothing we can do about it, Archeron. We have no leads. The
We
only
had
thing we
no
have
lead
is a desert
before we
roads.
came. I mean, that we could. What?
The only thing we
I-
can do is like literally leave the village and try and find stuff, but we're walking aimlessly.
Victoria does it. I actually agree. I've read the note and I don't know how much we can do. Maybe we can check out the desert roads later if there's more people in there, because it's midday.
Yeah, I'm
Is it even
guessing there are
open
more
yet?
people there at night/evening.
Yes, if the barkeep is talkative, so I think maybe later on we can see if there's anything interesting to say about it. I don't know what I can do. I'm just gonna hope that he's alright and just come up with a plan, I guess.
I can try later. I'm not sure what prevented me. It could be some anti-magic field, perhaps. Is your brother a competent wielder of magic?
Yeah, he swore an oath to protect people.
Paladin.
Yeah.
What oath?
Paladin, Paladin?
He is one of my homebrews, the Oath of Judgment.
Okay. And if you had to assign him a level from 1 to 20, whereabouts in the scale would he fall?
Well, at a guess, with this weird system you come up with, I would say maybe a 9.
Okay, that level. Okay.
Are you sure you weren't in like a dead hotspot zone? You didn't get your 5G.
I don't think it was me.
Oh.
I'm a little offended to even consider it as a problem with my magic. I think there was something. I don't know. I feel it arrived-ish. I don't think it failed, but I don't. I just. I
It
don't.
says
like-
he's in a dead hotspot zone.
Yes,
He's got
maybe.
no service.
Yeah,
Could he?
yeah, no bars.
Could it be like a anti-magic zone?
That's what Archeron said.
Yeah, maybe it could be an anti-magic. If it's an anti-magic zone, then that's concerning for a couple of reasons. Mainly for me, But
Well,
The-
I would half the party, would you say
Yeah.
as well?
Yeah.
it is an anti. I mean, Sam, you have you're nimble. You can the other things can become a formidable form of fear-inducing thing. Zombies. But if I were to be unable to cast spells, I mean, I think any muggins on the street could take me out. I literally have worse than commoner stats for attacking physically.
Well, you
Wow.
can
Also,
like
you're-
stab
you're-
them with
You're
your
smart, you're
pen.
clever, and you're quite nimble yourself, right?
No.
You could do the dictionary thing.
Yeah.
I can hit them with my book. Yeah. I mean,
I think I'd like at least a +1 in Dex.
He's
let
just
me have a
not.
look. What,
Maybe it's a 1.
1, yeah. I took a third. 12. My dexterity is a 12.
It's slightly above average. It's fine. You're
I
a
mean-
little bit nimble.
So yeah, 11. My armor class is 11, and there is nothing currently I can do about it. And if there's an anti-magic zone, then there's definitely nothing I can do about it.
Don't you have
Yeah.
like mage armor? Or
He's the
something like
no.
I have
Oh,
I have the
Anti-magic
spell.
zone.
I have the spell, but I do not have it, and will never have it prepared. I just
it's-
need it.
Oh, it's-
available.
Yeah, also,
Dale has the spell as well. I don't use it.
I never. I would. I
fucking
always take
waste of
shield
slot.
over it. I just never.
Yeah.
Complete waste of a spell slot, as far as I'm
It's like
To be
you
fair,
get it because it's,
I
you get
said
it
the
because
same
it's like a
about the
wizard
move
spell,
curse
but
and already used it 3 times.
Well, it's like unless you are specifically
Well,
building into
besides-
like a dex-based high AC wizard, there's no point. I just
complete waste.
yeah. Usually with a wizard, you never have an AC of a dex of more than +2, so it's like
Unless you're a blade singer, that's the only thing.
unless you're very specific, yeah. But
Yeah.
even still,
Well,
Um,
don't blade singers use int for their attack modifier?
Yeah,
Don't-
but they
they
still
don't-
need
But
it.
you
for-
still use dexterity for AC.
Yeah,
but they get a bonus equal to their intelligence or something. It's weird.
Yeah, they
Um,
get like weird stuff for their
they're very
AC, I
strong.
think.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
what are you guys doing? If you guys aren't going with Victorian Bryn, they
where are
should go
they
back to-
going?
They should go back to her place, I think, for a bit. So I can get rid of 2 NPCs.
Okay. Oh right. Okay.
Unless you guys are
Uh,
wanting to do something with them.
Well, should we
question to
agree to meet them
Tyranno.
at the Desert Rose at dinner time, for example?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like in,
okay.
like in like 5-6 hours or something.
question to Tyranno. Being a cleric and having been here before, can I, if I go to the temple to my goddess, can I
Yes.
guarantee a place to stay there?
You could probably get like a simple one, like a very simple room. Probably more like a hostel. Like multiple beds in a room. Yeah. Like with other
Would that be
clerics.
exclusively me, or could I, in theory, argue for the entire party?
You could try, but there's probably not that many rooms anyway. And a lot of them would probably be taken. All rooms, like I say, beds more than rooms, and they would be taken up mostly by clerics and priests.
To be fair, I would rather
We
go
were staying
to
in.
inn. Like Golden Oasis Inn is quite close, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
There is
no
also
reason to
there is
waste
also
money
the
if we
fact
don't
that
have
where
to.
if we were, I thought we were staying at Victoria and Oliver's house anyway.
Do they have the? We are not a few amount of people. Do they have enough space?
Yeah, but I
There's-
thought we weren't. I thought we were staying in the dome anyway.
There's
Well,
technically
that's an
enough
option.
space. It would just be like a
It'll
one
be
people in one
really
house.
cramped in that dome. Like I'll be very clear that we would be in there like sardines. I mean, we could like if there's bunk beds,
Well, I
great.
could stay in the temple, so that's maybe not as big as an
Yeah.
issue.
It's just because like that would be my first thought as someone who's been told that there is someone called the Pale Assassin about. I have an impenetrable dome in which I can sleep.
Just hope it doesn't get dispelled by an anti-magic zone.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Or just
True.
counter.
Do I have that loaded? I don't have that loaded yet.
Actually,
Oh,
yeah.
no, I do,
Can the dome be dispelled?
It can be dispelled. Yeah, it's a spell.
Just
Yeah.
dispel magic on it.
It's third, right?
I'm not gonna tell you.
I can look it
Yeah,
up.
Sure it
it's
is.
third, yeah.
Not ask you a question
Make
and
you
you
do,
must answer.
Son of Truth.
Zone of truth.
God rolls an insight check. That's
So
what's
spells can't extend.
My
through the dome.
inside check means looking it up.
So I mean, since it's a 10-foot radius, technically the spell is centered in the middle of the dome, and spells can't pass through it. So I don't think it can be dispelled.
I think it can. I think.
Well, spells can't pass through the dome, and it's the spell is in the center of the dome.
I would say it could be dispelled. So fuck off.
I disagree.
Okay. You've never disagreed with me before, and I've never disagreed with you.
So, Victoria and Bryn.
I don't
have
think you
toddled
need
off.
to. I don't think you need to see the spell.
I don't
dispel
think
magic.
it's the center. It's just a point that the spell is affecting.
Yeah, but also even if it was, it's choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any spell,
yeah-
so it wouldn't matter.
It's like saying because the
don't need
center of
visual.
darkness is the middle of it, you wouldn't be able to dispel darkness.
Yeah, and when I Google it, the first thing I got, yes, you can dispel
Okay.
magic.
I hadn't done it. I was just trying to think of ways that it doesn't like nullify the spell at all because it's a very specific spell to have.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have it, but okay, interesting. I hadn't thought about that. I've got alarm and stuff.
Genuinely, it is because I think it genuinely is because it's not a visual thing; it's within range.
Mm.
So you don't need to see the spell; you just need to dispel.
Yeah.
And as long as we're in 120 feet,
As long as you know the effect is there, it's
Apparently, a hurricane will destroy it. Weird.
Ah.
So that I mean, that's a that's a deep dive.
Very
That's actually
specific, but okay.
guys. I'm gonna cast control weather.
weird.
You guys are gonna die.
Okay, so
It's the only way.
we have. I glance at my Casio watch.
She got like 5.5, 6 hours.
Yeah, 5.5, 6 hours to kill.
Some
Since we
dying
are so
watch.
close to the temples, would and I guess you wanted to put in. Would anyone else care to join us for a moment's grace in the temples?
double walk.
Yeah, you said that was like little side temple for Vistali, right?
I didn't.
I asked
did,
in
sure.
cast
I think the DM did. I think God did.
Yeah.
because I can follow to the temples then.
Yeah. There's also Helene might be down there as well. The
So
main reason we came down.
And also, I see here that they have a gift shop.
Godly, godly.
I
I don't
Hammer as well,
recommend
yes, of
going there. The rest of the city has the same items, and they're like a tenth the price.
that's
The-
not
it's
true.
not-
There are
it's not
specifically
worth it.
items made to help clerics and paladins and
Bobblehead.
people of the divine.
Do they have hats?
No.
They
Okay.
have like bobbleheads, Vistalis, and stuff like that.
They have
Yeah,
a
there
sort of
is a I have
lighter.
been to Pyra T-shirt there, but it's not very good quality.
It's like items specifically made for clerics, paladins, like the Amulet of the Devour and things like that. There's more than that.
Like
Just didn't
holy
wanna-
water and stuff like that.
I think cooler than holy water. But yeah, kind of. Yeah. So where are you guys going specifically?
Let's go to church.
Jesus. So you
I
walk,
sent you to Jesus.
so you walk from
Jesus.
the facets to the temple district. You see a number of shrines dedicated to various gods. Looking over the patterned stone floor, there is a huge structure that reaches almost to the height of the walls. Even from far below, you can see a multicolored shot of glass atop of it. In front of that, and in front of you, is a winged statue of a sphinx. The specific buildings. There is the Shrine of the Moon. There is the House of the Sun. There is Forge Heart's Favor, the Temple of the Unseen Path, the Grove of the Green Mother, and Godly Goods. And the Temple of Divine is sort of like a what's the word? Pantheon.
Okay.
With like
So-
statues for all of them.
Like the
mentioned-
hub.
Yeah. The hub, yeah.
For those that aren't like specifically
Yeah.
mentioned with a temple, there's a statue and stuff for worship.
BYOG. So you mentioned Sphinx twice. Sphinxes, Sphinxi, Sphinxopode.
Stonks.
You mentioned the Sphinxters twice.
No.
What is the I know it's desert themed. Is that the link, or is there another link?
Well, funny you should say that. The casino is just like use the Sphinx because it's like a
Tourist trap.
Yeah, essentially. And the Sphinx in the temple is used because they are usually creatures of great insight and great knowledge. And the winged Sphinx implies, heights and stuff like that, and it's obviously desert. So
Okay, cool. That's
not anything specific.
Okay, so not like no legends of a
Sphinxific.
Sphinx in this. Sphinxific, yeah. Perfect.
I mean, there was one person here who would know the legend of the Sphinx. Here,
Who?
which would be Cass. Cass, I would say I haven't mentioned this because, I didn't want to. But you would know that there is legend of a Sphinx that does help some of the people of this city beneath the facets.
Oh, but those are baseless rumors.
Yes, you have no idea if that's true.
Yeah.
Beneath the facets.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a right. Okay.
Yeah,
So
well, those are just rumors.
So
so
the Sphinx is beneath the big golden dome in the middle of the facets, right?
so you don't. I know this is hard for you, but you don't have to believe everything people say.
On the internet.
But it's spread around. It must be true.
No,
It's just a rumor.
So this Sphinx, is it a so from the rumors benevolent creature who, you I suppose like the legends of old, asks you a riddle, and you answer it, and it grants you a boon or your life, I suppose.
I don't think Cass would know. I think she would just be aware of the.
Okay, I've never met a
Yeah, and I
Sphinx.
don't think this Sphinx will do that.
Do Sphinxes grant wishes? She wants their riddle.
Are they? There's a. Okay, I'm going to stop there because there's my
Maybe you're
interpretation.
really
of them.
stupid. What was the creature that we met in the Fae?
What?
Which?
What?
Oh wait, that was a line.
A lemur. That's like
lemur.
a
A lamia.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Sphinx's name. You mentioned
They
those
do.
things.
Yeah. Body of a.
Body of a lion, head of a person. Yeah.
I
Like the
keep
Sphinx, and there's an
thinking,
andro and a synoid Sphinx in D&D. There's a male and female.
There's an Andro Sphinx and something else. A Geno Sphinx something.
Genus is something weird, yeah. Okay, cool.
They actually do look very similar because I guess they're both deserty sort of. Because
Yeah, that's why when you were all like Sphinx, I was like, huh?
that was a lemur. I keep
for
thinking
sure.
Lionel, but that's like that's Zelda.
That's
Yeah.
dancing on the ceiling.
Oh, God.
Isn't that a bit?
Isn't the lion just a humanoid lion?
No, that's a Leon.
That's a
Oh,
Leonin.
sorry.
Right. Okay.
Too many
Cool.
lion
Too many L's, yeah.
creatures.
Fucking Lou. Lorelei laughing.
James, this is a different
Lemur.
campaign. It doesn't even.
Okay.
You just need
Doesn't
to get
exist
oh,
on
Leo.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So and it's beneath the facets, you say. Interesting. What, we're here for a little amount of time. Okay, so what I was going to ask is, would like the law be the same in that you'd find a Sphinx, it would ask you a riddle, and then if you were able to answer the riddle, it would grant you a boon.
It's like probably the stuff that Archer
The
was
rumor. Yeah. Okay. He'd be thinking about that. I was like, oh, interesting. We could ask it anything.
Where is Oliver? Like that.
Oh, yeah, we could ask that as well. Yeah.
Well, but there isn't one. It's just a baseless rumor.
I mean, yeah.
There is no war in Barsing, sir.
Yeah. Well, anyway, onwards to the temples. I'm just going to slip into the temple of the unknown for a.
Oh, would you like a few sticks of incense for your prayer?
No, thank you.
Sorry,
that was very rude. No, I don't think they would appreciate it. I've gone in with an open mind and a burning question that I need to ruminate on.
I'm gonna slink into the shrine of the
Where?
Do what?
Wait, actually,
to ask about Helene.
Oh,
The reason you guys are here.
yeah, I know. It's just the way he said it. I was like, gonna slink in and what? Rob, deal.
No.
Well, it's crazy because the Shrine of the Moon is the closest one. But where are people going? Because I do want to know specifically.
Temple of the was it Hidden Path?
Unseen
Or
Path.
Unseen Path, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going there too.
I want to see what happens with Sidon.
I'm going to the Stone Temple.
So, Shrek
Ooh.
and... Where the fuck are you, Atron? Sidon and Slab. Cass is going there. Maybe you doing anything?
I'll just go with the group.
Which group?
Which one? The two, 3.
There's 3
No, there's
separate.
2 groups and 1 alone.
I'll go with Cass then.
Here we go.
Maybe
We
it's
got
going
the-
on a tangent about the history of religion.
Sorry, we've got the women, the idiots, and the Allings.
How dare you call Artron and Drac the idiots?
No, sorry, we don't have to. We've got the women and Cassian. There we go. The idiots.
Cass, and
Hey
me.
Cass, do you want to try to pray? I have a pamphlet here, an introduction to religion.
Sorry, did you call Cassian Cass? Because that's so confusing.
Oh crap, I just did.
That's your name. You're talking to yourself. Hey Cass, you want to try religion?
Wait,
I'm
I'm
really
Cass. Cassian,
Hi.
sorry. Do you want to try praying?
Not particularly. No, I don't have anything against it. I just don't. It's not really my.
He's gonna smirk at that.
What?
Hmm?
I mean, the gods haven't been very helpful to me thus
No,
far.
Cassian, I'm not at all religious, so
No, I'm just
refreshing.
saying in general
Mhm.
that they didn't really help me before, so I see no reason why I should pray to them now.
Mhm.
I'll pray for your good fortune then.
Great.
Thanks.
I hate when people say, "I'll pray for you." It's like, no, don't.
So,
Please don't.
Save your breath.
So can Cass, Sidon, and Artron all roll me a d20? Just to see
Like,
those-
is this like
you
a
go to
religious
first.
initiative?
No, this is religioustive.
Oh, next!
The cleric goes first. That
The
makes
gods
sense.
have blessed me.
Oh god. Oh
Cast dice because of a natural 20.
yeah.
Natural 20 smite. Bang.
Yeah. So you go in. You see the House of the Sun. The walls of this temple gleam like polished brass, built from sandstone and other golden bronze metals. The temple's architecture uses sort of rigid pillars with spirals that almost curl out like solar flares. The main entrance is flanked by 2 towering statues of angels with flames curling from the tips of stone feathers, their outstretched hands glowing with small fires. Within the temple is a sort of a grand hall illuminated by like a glass domed ceiling that lets in sunlight. There is that glass ceiling depicts scenes of dawn and Celesta and light, things like that. The air is filled with the faint scent of burning incense, mingling with the sounds of people in quiet prayer. At the heart of the temple is a towering, polished obsidian statue of Celesta, holding on her brow is that like crown that she wears with fire coming from it, and both the ends of her ears are in golden flame, and she like looks up towards the sun. You see there's a number of people in the room. Celesta's sort of a very actively worshipped god. There's a number of people in the room. I would say people praying, people in robes of Celesta, sort of like the golden, white, and sort of that sort of color. You would see. What would you say? The number of clerics. The one you would recognize more than any others is Lightbearer Savannah, who is like one of the head Lightbearers here, and she is currently like helping some people with their prayers. What are you doing?
I assume there's like rooms specifically for prayers.
Yeah, there's like a separate room to the side for like more specifically praying.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Yeah.
It's not confessionals.
So Cass is going there in one of those rooms. You're going to put a few sticks of incense and light them, and just going to kneel down and put her hands together.
I imagine Maeve's, she's wearing like a satiny, not satiny, what's the thing I'm looking for? She's wearing like a throw to be in the sun. I imagine she's like wrapping it really tightly around her back because she has that tattoo, obviously.
She's got tramp stamps of Pyra.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be caught in the temple for the goddess of the sun with a tramp stamp for the god of death.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever told us that's the goddess of death.
Well, now you know.
Now you know out of game.
Well, if we've
Yeah,
seen it, then we would know, wouldn't we?
Yeah, you guys
Yes, she would have been out. Like, you would have seen that she has a bat tattoo on her
You
back.
mentioned what it was.
It's a
know
news
it's
scandal.
yeah.
not to
I
ask
don't
about
think
it.
anybody's brought it up.
Yeah.
I told us not to ask about it.
Didn't know she had one. I thought she had the regular markings.
Yeah, she has a tattoo.
Regular
It was a phase. She's not religious. She just went through a phase. Don't worry about it.
Off face.
Yeah.
Please, Mom.
Cass, is there anything you're specifically praying for or doing?
She's just going to say, Solista, hear me, give me strength. Grant this mortal shell a grain of wisdom, a teardrop of thy might. Channel thyself to me, make your will known through this vessel. And she's just going to repeat that a few times. So she's going to pray for the well-being of the party, the well-being of her family, and just going to basically catch up for the 2 months she has been in the Feywild, because she has not been able to pray properly.
I think, Maeve like wraps up the thing. Cass is just like, I don't know what to do in here.
I feel very uncomfortable.
Maeve's gonna
And
look
just
around and try and find like a. No, I'm kidding.
Cass has given both Cass and Maeve Religion 101 pamphlet.
Like a
Solicitor for
confessional
dummies.
booth, and they're just gonna like, whoop, did my best.
That's fucked. You can only do that
There's only one God's church you could do that in.
Wait, where's
And
that?
it's not this one.
Not here.
That's the church next door, actually.
I'm taking the piss. I'm not religious, but I'm also not that bad.
I'm just posting the image of Solista in general.
Oh, that's actually very nice.
Thank you. Yes, I think probably Maven.
Is
Cass,
her
it
ear
just-
burning?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think Maven Cassie just started there for an awkward 10-15 minutes or something. I don't know how long Cass is in there for.
2 months of prayer.
2 months.
Christ.
You
Yeah.
checking your sundial and
You just look
No,
up
she's
and
going
it's
to come out of there, and the room is going to one of those rooms where you smoke a lot and you just open it, all the smoke rushes
oh
out.
no.
Like a, what's it called? A hot box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's one god.
But then I got half.
So yeah, you.
I don't know why that
that-
was so funny, but Pete's mic made it sound like he was really far away, so it sounded like someone outside, like.
But yeah, so you are praying for a bit. The next was Pete, but we'll actually come to that last because it is the bigger thing. So Archeron and Drac, you head over to the Temple of the Unseen Path, which is dedicated to the god Vistale. The exterior walls are adorned with intricate carvings depicting swirling mists, hidden doorways, and paths for travelers to walk. A large ornate doorway is carved from dark sandstone that is currently open. Upon entering, you hear the hushed atmosphere of people in quiet reverence. The interior is dimly lit by flickering torches, casting shadows across the walls adorned with tapestries depicting unknown symbols and celestial phenomena. The air is heavy with the scent of incense, making you there's almost the smell of incantations, as well as some you've never smelt before. At the center of the temple's main chamber stands an altar bathed in soft candlelight. An impossibly dark cloak reflecting starlight is draped across the platform, with a number of people kneeling in prayer or reading quietly before offering their knowledge to Vistale. So I'll ask, what are you two doing?
Well, so a little bit awkward. So very much like Maeve's phase, I assume. Like she's got the cool tattoo of the goddess of death as like a rebellious thing. Archon was brought up in a very like traditional religion and has, in his kind of late teenage years, like discarded it, and recently in the last kind of year or so decided he's going to follow Vistali as the because it's like cool and different and about
it's
like
hip and chill.
It's hip. The vibe's immaculate in this place, and he hasn't actually ever done anything like this before. He's never been to a temple before of this, because I assume like in Malachite there may be some there, but he's like
it would be definitely. But
well, I imagine it's like people have like, you know, the students have like posters up of Che Guevara, but I've no idea who it is.
We have better things to do than pray.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I've got Bob Marley's posters up, but it's like literally never heard a song apart from jamming, that kind of thing. And so he's there, and he's like a little bit awkward. But he's going to see that people are like praying in a kind of a more traditional way that he would be used to. So awkwardly would shuffle down and try to open his mind and think about all the things he's heard about this affliction that is afflicting him. I don't like you. Yeah. I mean, so that's like at the forefront of his mind, and that is racing through like all the other things, because I don't imagine Vistali is a god of like the ways you would annoy this god isn't like thievery or murder. It would be to not embrace the weirdness out in the world. That would be what pissed the god off, not, you know, like other sins, like, you know, I cheated on my wife or whatever. It wouldn't be that. It would be having a closed mind. Yeah. So the moral and like the moral ethics of what he's struggling with isn't really at the forefront. It's the specifics of what's happening to him. And so he's thinking about the book that he was given by Master Orion with the other people who had weird things happen to them after, you know, speaking to having the weird yeah, it was ages ago. So I'm trying to find it now. Bloody hell, it's session 8 maybe.
I think it was 8 or 9.
There we go. Yeah, it was session 8. So so he's thinking about the book The Grey Orb and like how people are having these weird like outer body experiences, and he's going to kneel down. Are people like touching the cloak, or is it not for
no, people aren't
okay
touching it.
So he's going to sit down.
You can see there are like some scrolls
like
and books and stuff around it, like people have given knowledge.
Oh, okay.
Think very much like the library in Avatar.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Do I have any scrolls on me? Shit, I didn't think about that. Okay. So I mean, like, you can't give knowledge. You can share it. So what Archron's going to do is he sits there. He's going to be sketching
saying that while people have given knowledge to the god of
knowledge.
Well, yeah,
but like they haven't lost the knowledge they've given. You know what I mean? So he's
just the way you said it.
Yeah, you share knowledge. You don't give it. So he's going to start like writing down sums. Fuck it, I don't know. Some quadratic equations. Bite my ass. I have no idea.
1 + 1 is 2.
Yeah. Starts writing down his 7 times table. So
that's the difficult one.
Yeah, the difficult one. Yeah. So he's writing all that down, and he's thinking about all this stuff, and he's trying to connect his mind to the godly reverence to find out more about what's causing, or what caused the issue, that the malevolence that he had. So he has a in-game explanation for it, because I know the player, but the character would not. And so he's looking to understand that and maybe understand how he can. How do I say this? That understand so he can use the echo ability, which he's not been able to do because he doesn't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's sitting there trying to write down and connect because he was told as well by Gethin that maybe he could hear the echo, like on the wind. He maybe could hear it. So he's trying to find a place where his mind is stilled, and he stills his mind by repetition and task and bringing out those old. So maybe he'd write out the old incantations for like the first time he cast prestidigitation and like the hand movements and all that, about stuff that he casts all the time and he knows it and it's routine, and how he uses his book to change his spells, and that's where the fruitiness and the knowledge comes from, and that's how he stills his mind as he tries to connect with the ether.
Okay,
tries
can
to
you
connect to the
give
Wi-Fi.
me a religion check?
Probably not. Is it wisdom or is it?
It's intelligence.
Oh, okay, maybe I can. It's a +7. Oh, a 9.
So you sort of quiet down and begin like your prayers, and those 7 times tables aren't doing it.
Okay. Do I have anything else? I could share. It takes me a few minutes, but it's the gold cost of rewriting out spells that I can't really afford. Let's have a look. I will try and write. Oh fuck it! I'll spend 50 gold and write down a scroll of Mantle of Moonlight.
Okay. So you spend some time writing out that spell.
That's 4 minutes.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
50 gold is the expensive bit. Ooh,
Yeah.
My pockets feel lighter.
You spend some time writing it out while in this temple. When you write out, do you like give it, or like, yeah, do you like give it up towards, with all the other scrolls and books?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do that. Commit me another.
1 second. That would take me a day to do.
Never
That
mind.
would take me a full day. Sorry, I got confused there. It's
Wait, I
copying
thought Order of Scribes only took a few minutes
to write him in my
Copy
book. To copy him
spells,
out
yeah.
is
I think it's
Has
normal.
anyone got anything else to give? 1 second. Okay. Because it's going to become very useless very quickly, I'll give them the Sage's Signet ring because I literally have 2 more uses of it.
Okay.
And after that, it will be gone. So I'll give them that. I'll give myself
Yeah.
gold.
So you take that ring that does hold some knowledge of the arcane. Can you make me another religion check with advantage?
Yep. Double nat 1. Double nat 1.
3. So you sit there and you listen and you think about all that stuff you said about the echo and about all that jazz. And you remember what Gethin said about hearing it. And you feel yourself like take a breath, but it's like you take a breath, but it's that feeling of someone taking a breath behind you at the same time. Like fraction of a second afterwards, there's that echo of another person taking a breath, and you breathe out, and you breathe in once again. But that split between the breaths is longer. Like it's moving away from you and becoming more real, if that makes sense. And you breathe out and you take a third breath in and you hear the breath you take, but feel... You hear the breath you take, but feel it half a second afterward. If that makes sense?
Yeah.
And it's like that split of strange 2 people, but also 1 person. And the breath sounds slightly distorted. And you open your eyes up again, and you can see, just for half a second, that purpley red, grey reflection there, but it's gone. very quickly, and you're just left with Archeron.
Okay. Okay.
I'll just tell you use the ability.
I know, but like I'm trying to think of a way to like make it make sense to like in flavor. Okay. We'll assume then that as I see it, I realizing I share like the same space can bring an element of it forward to take a good old slapperoo from me.
The only other thing is because you gave a thing to the Starlet, you get a plus 1d4 bonus to intelligence checks for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, just because I have that
okay.
written down. Not that helpful,
Okay.
but not that helpful.
No, for the next 24. Okay, I suppose we've got a lot to do today. Okay, cool.
Drac, are you doing anything? Yeah.
Since he isn't really religious, since his family wasn't religious in any way, shape or form, so he's just more like there for moral support for Archeron. So he's like finding a comfy chair somewhere and sit down like and
you helped him with
so
the
quiet
equations.
and peaceful here.
Yeah, it's very quiet. It's very like contemplative and internal. It's weird. It's almost like being in a library because there's a bunch of people who are reading, but it's it's different and it is sort of low lit, so reading is a bit difficult. But yeah. So finally, we will head to the other two people. We'll head to the SS. To
You told us not to call us that.
I know, but it's funny. So you
being called the SS. That just sounds really, really bad.
It's awful. So you head to the Shrine of the Moon, which is a sort of structure with a half dome atop of it, sort of glittering shards of blue and white crystal atop that dome. The doorway is formed of that same crystal, with like a marble door inlaid inside of it, giving a soft light blue glow. As you go inside, as you go inside at the bottom of this map,
Big man.
yeah, you see a long hallway with sort of dark blue, black pillars, that sort of leads on towards a bigger room that opens up. You can see that in the room that opens up, I assume you walk that way because that's where everyone is. There is there is a mosaic on the floor, picturing Odaluna with the cycles of the moon around her. A number of people move around this temple. Some clerics, some priests, some just there to pay tribute. You can see in this room, looking down at this mosaic, is a man in a set of like blue, purple, and golden robes. His skin is a dark grey purple, and his hair is an indigo. But all of him seems to have a slight glow like that of stars. And I will send the image of this guy because this is a really cool image I found.
To our audio listeners, we are not posting this. So
You're gonna have to.
may your imagination fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
But it is a very cool picture.
It's a really cool image.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so jealous of you audio listeners. You will never get to see this perfect picture.
Yeah, so you see this man looking at the fucking hell, my brain stopped working. Looking at the mosaic, and as you walk in, he sort of turns around to look at you, and gives like a bow with his head.
Are I give
And
him
says-
a slight nod back.
So Slava kind of looks at Slide and is like, okay, we do that.
He sort of walks up a little bit and says, "Is there anything I can help you?"
I'm looking for Aline.
He thinks a second. Yes. She is currently leading a small seminar in the other room. He gestures to the room to the left.
I head over there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
As you head over,
The door?
the door. So the door is open. It's just closed on the map.
Oh, okay.
As you both go to, I assume you walk in.
Mhm.
The guy, the priest, you assume, is sort of just watching behind you. As you enter, if I just put slap there. He stands by the door and just watches. And as you walk into this side chamber, you see there is a set of chairs facing towards a woman with peach pale skin and freckles all over her face. She wears a white flowing dress with silver straps that hang from the neck. A blue gem embedded in the silver just beneath her neck. One of her eyes is a cyan cold blue. The other is a brownish orange color. Her hair falls just below her shoulders and is sort of a black color with wisps of purple throughout. And I was going to send the image, but I'll just make her bigger on this map.
Ooh.
So I didn't know.
And you walk in as she's addressing the room with the end of her speech. She says, "And so, my friends, let us carry forth the wisdom of Odaluna. Let us embrace the mysteries of the night, finding solace in the glow of moonlight. May we walk in harmony with the rhythms of the cosmos, guided by the elegance and grace of the Celestial Mother. For in her light we find peace, in her embrace we find comfort, and in her wisdom we find the path to enlightenment. Let us honor her teachings and spread her love to all corners of the world. Blessed be by the light of Odaluna, forever shining upon us." And she gives a slight bow as a few of the people give a small clap. Only a few people in the room, but they give a small clap and begin funneling out of the room, essentially. And you see she just moving these people. You see one of the priests that was also in the room goes up and mutters something to her. And the purpley blue skinned person behind you ushers you to walk in more. And then he sort of steps into the room and looks to who you assume is Helene, and gestures to the two of you. And she looks, "Hi, can I help with something?"
I was sent to find you by a demon lord.
Jesus Christ.
And this is why I wanted to go.
Sorry? You said
A
it sounded
demon
like you said...
lord
Oh,
called the
I didn't-
Wretched Howler sent me to find you. Now, I'm being forthright about this for a very specific reason. Because I don't want to do that demon lord's bidding.
That sounds fair.
He also told me he wanted me to find you before you found him,
Does this woman
Which
have
made it
pepper spray?
seem- which made it seem
No,
like
she's got cleric magic.
which made it seem like he was afraid of you in some way.
I don't think I'm scary. Am I scary?
No. Just does the name the Wretched Howler mean anything to you?
Hold on, I'll have her make a check. What would that be? Arcana? I mean, you said it was a demon lord. Sounds like a wolf thing. Wretched howler. She does like a wolf thing with her hands. But I can't say I know very much.
Huh. Then, why did he want me to find you? I am very confused in this situation.
Who am I?
I don't know where to take this.
You got it. I believe. This is your problem, mate. I'm here for moral support.
Oh, fucking no.
I'm here for moral support.
I didn't know what to expect when I came in. I was expecting maybe, if I'm honest, I thought maybe like a warrior princess type of thing going on, not a teacher.
I mean, I'm not a teacher. I'm
So
just
not only has he just walked up to this woman and said, "Hi, a demon lord wolf thing wants me to find you." Also, you seem pretty shit from what I was expecting. You're really disappointing. I thought you were going to be a warrior princess. Christ almighty, this woman is going to have a fucking complex. Sidon does not understand women.
I don't understand people.
Yeah. I'm not a warrior princess. I'm just me.
Are you a chosen of Odaluna, or do you have some crazy amount of power that you aren't aware of?
Well,
Why would she be able to answer that if she's not aware of it? Christ!
I am. Oh, I wish
You're
Nate
here?
was there. I would be so fucking.
You had your
happy.
choice. You decided to go to the House of the Sun.
Because I didn't want Cass to be on her own. Oh my god, we leave you alone for 5 minutes, Sidon, and you're threatening a woman's life!
Not even threatened it.
It has not even been 5 minutes.
No, this is happening at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
It's
more like
like
30
maybe
seconds.
see people running out of the church.
I've not made a move. I'm completely non-threatening in my actions.
I don't know.
I have been forthright for a very specific reason. Because otherwise, if I wasn't and I just leapt into action, it'd be a very different story. But no, I'm
That's
against
why you
him.
should feel safe, strange lady. I could kill you if I wanted to, but I haven't.
But I could.
No, I'm very confused at the whole situation. I was expecting maybe you at least knew who or what it was. Maybe a way to break my pact with him.
I mean, I'm a cleric. I could help with curses if that's what you need.
I think we already had a resident cleric already tried to remove curse.
Now we already have one. We don't need you.
That's
This poor woman.
that's fine.
I'm looking forward to asking him how it went after the fact.
Oh, she's so sweet. I just want to protect
Yeah.
her. No, don't yeah! You're not allowed to agree!
Peter is.
Oh, Pete! Why do you play him like this? I hate him! I want to smack him in the face!
Right. I'm gonna leave.
Hey, random lady! Just so you know, there's a demon lord after you. Bye, finger
I was
guns!
expecting like
Fucking
something-
finger guns on the
As
room!
you're,
something crazy, but
as you're like going to leave, she like goes to turn around and pick up her like the book she was reading from. So yeah, she throws the dictionary. No, she grabs the book she was reading and sort of like what's the best way to describe it? Like stumbles slightly, maybe. Like clutches her stomach. And she like winces. Oh, she like tries to like you see her eyes are like slightly unfocused for a second.
Sidon. I think she's preggo.
Jesus.
I don't think that's the case, Slab. I think there's something else going on.
You see the
With the demon's baby.
you see the priest like the priest next to her like helps her up, and the main guy who helped you like walks.
I think this is a pretty reasonable reaction to any conversation with Sidon. Just like staggering on the floor in pain.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say, son? Sorry, when you were.
Hey, are you okay? She like collapsed into the floor, or
Not
She just
collapsing. She like stumbled a bit and is like clutching her stomach a little bit, and she looks to the main priest and the other guy helping her and says, "I'm." You see the I can't. You haven't got his name, so I can't tell you his name.
Yeah.
You see the other. the blue man group.
Yeah.
You see, she looks to him and he's like, she mutters something. Fine. He looks like hesitant, but then she says, "I've for as long as I can remember, I've had a scar, and sometimes it flares up. I wouldn't worry."
Shadowheart?
too
Yeah, I
much
was
about
just
it.
thinking the same
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Okay, now I really like her.
It's
God's favourite princess, yeah?
she is God's favorite princess.
Is there anything
Don't
I
forget
could
the TM
do?
at the end.
Is what does the scar look like?
Well,
That's
she
a
like
personal question.
yeah.
How can you imagine asking this?
Yeah.
You see, she says, "Well, she like thinks for a second. Can't really describe it. So she, I forgot.
A
what she's
lightning bolt on the
wearing.
forehead.
She's wearing a dress. So I'm like, I was gonna say she
I know,
moves
that's
it, but I
the
can't.
issue.
Give me a
Yeah.
second. I'll change.
Does it look like? And I can't really remember how it looked anyway. But I kind of give a description of the symbol I ended up with on my hand that one time that got removed.
No. One second. And she like walks in with help from the priest to like change it to something easier. And the guy looks.
Sidon,
Mhm.
you're not a people person, are you?
Neither are you. You literally just went, "Oh, she's pregnant with the demon baby." Like, shut up.
Oh,
You're just bad.
No,
You're
I'm
literally
just trying.
getting better at
I'm
this.
not even convinced that Sidon is a person, let alone a people person.
I've got
He is not a people
It's not a
person. You
people
should
person,
know
he's
that
a-
by
he's a
now.
cookie.
He's just the walking definition of offensive.
I may as well just at this point just like make things worse, as in like, what if I could?
How about you actively help me instead of actively make things worse?
That's no
I
fun.
would have done better if you weren't here.
You
Or at
see,
least the same.
as you're arguing, you see that the blue guy,
The Blue Man Group.
the blue man guy, he says, "I was told that you were coming, but I'm confused as to
Sorry.
what."
Yeah,
Sorry, I was
I'm
such a fucking child.
also very confused as to why he sent me.
No, I mean,
Maybe you're easily controlled, Sidon.
Sorry, I was laughing at the fact that Asher said I was told you were coming, and I was like,
Jesus. No, he says, Erevan told me that you were coming.
Did he tell you everything, or?
No, he told me it would be up to you to prove that you weren't going to stab her at the first sign you could.
I think I've done that. I was very forthright, and that was the whole reason I was forthright.
fucking hell.
In some roundabout way, I guess you're correct, but I don't know if that's. I should be complimenting that. I am Moonmaster Najim, the head cleric of this site, who's laughing at my name.
I heard it.
That
That's what got me.
That was the That was remnants of my party from the ethereal plane.
What did I say?
Moonmaster Najee.
Moonmaster.
So he's really good. He can do it from all different angles, like jumping up moon, backflip
Jesus, I'm
moon.
gonna have to change that now. I hate you guys.
No, it's in law now.
Yeah, you did this.
I don't think of every weird way you're gonna spin everything I write.
Oh.
That sounds like a you problem.
We're gonna try with everything you're gonna do.
I know, you do it anyway.
Every name from now on.
So you may as well just do what you want.
Everything.
How do
Everyone's
you-
called Steve now.
How do you spell his name?
Steve.
Moon.
No, I know Moonmaster. I meant Najeen.
Najim with an M.
Oh, thank you.
Najim.
Okay. That's close.
Were you?
Negeen.
I put Nejei EIN.
That's so far off.
It's not far off.
It's six
one
letters.
extra
You
letter.
add. It's 6 letters. You added one and got 3 wrong.
No. Literally.
Silent. Oh, fuck off.
His new name is now Stephen Bills.
So after you guys thoroughly
Hey.
make this cool
Not.
guy not cool anymore.
I did not
It's
do
just
a
like
thing.
the guy we had in Wildmount, the one that I just didn't take seriously. And what was his name?
Oh,
the guy,
the
the
cleric?
Dragonborn fella.
Othune. Well, he was meant to be an old fucking fool, but
Just wouldn't let him speak.
I'm glad
For the
people
record,
have
I like Najim.
this.
Yeah, it's a cool
Sorry,
name.
it was Moonmaster because I thought of the moon and I couldn't stop laughing.
I am the moon.
So you guys wait a second, and Helene comes back in after about a few minutes, and she comes back and she's wearing like I guess it'd just be like a crop top. It's the easiest thing, with just like some trousers. And
Can I ask
yeah.
you one question?
No,
I know I'm not here.
no, fuck you. What? No, go on. Well.
No, if Moonmaster Najim, whatever his name is, knew that Sidon was coming, why would he not warn her? Because he said, "Oh, I knew you were coming," but she didn't have a fucking clue what was going on. So why would he not tell his mate that, oh, there's this guy that's going to come in, and apparently he wants to take you to
Maybe
his wolf guard?
Even
Maybe
Lord.
he is thick.
God told him not to.
He's going to steal you and take you to his wolf daddy.
Now you made it weird.
Maybe he's
No,
the white
I'm not the one that made it weird, Peter! My neighbors.
I love
hate
this
me.
dynamic. I just love it.
Same. Yeah.
This is
So.
defeated there.
Yeah. So as she comes back in, she's wearing like a crop top, and you can see you can sort of see it from the front. There looks to be like a piercing wound, sort of where like just above her belly button. And she turns around, and you can see that same spot, like on her back. There is a scar, like a circular sort of scar that's not cracked, but like it's not a perfect circle. It's like there's like edges and it's like jagged. If you want to make a medicine check or investigation, you can if you'd like.
Medicine.
Stab, you can also do it, so if you would like.
What do you mean to?
So you look and you can see it's likely from with a Stab, you have no idea. The wound was likely from a piercing weapon or something. And you can see that the skin is like healed, but sort of around the scar there's like it's almost grey blue. Yeah. Grey blue color, like it's I don't know. With a 50, it's sort of like a gift.
How long have you had this injury, did you say?
For as long as I can remember. She thinks. No, Najim says it has been about 3 years.
Wait. You said you had it for as long as you can remember. You can only remember the past 3 years?
I've been told I'm forgetful.
Yeah, but there's forgetful and losing the majority of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, very forgetful. I think I was told that that whatever wound this is stopped made me forget things, and I can't really remember much before that. But I know I was a cleric, so I came here for help.
Where'd you? I was just gonna say, where was the earliest memory you remember?
Well, I remember bits. Like, I remember a bit about being younger. I remembered the symbol, which is why I came here. I remembered praying. I remember my name. Other things, but not really much.
Najim, you seem to know when she got this injury. Do you know anything else? Like what caused it, or if it was in a battle, or if it was an attempt on her life?
I believe I was not present. I believe it was an attempt on her life. He pauses for a second and thinks to himself, deciding what to say. I don't know what gave her the wound specifically, but as I've told Helene, there is some latent energy from the wound that any attempt to remove causes her a great deal of pain, and any attempt to fully remove it has been unsuccessful.
Character question. Did Bryn tell us when she was looking for that assassin? It was the pale assassin. Was that 3 years ago?
I don't think she did, but I will just find it and tell you. It was 4 years ago.
4 years ago. So it might have been a different assassin. And again, he's active again now. Do you know what type of magic it is that's stopping you from removing it?
It is, I'm not, we haven't been sure what kind of magic it is. We've tried many solutions, but most of which cause her a great deal of pain. And, things. It is, we believe it is a type of divine magic that we as clerics have never seen.
Silent.
Yeah.
Do you reckon Artron might know?
That's who I'm thinking about getting. He's busy, but I think that might be for the best. I think we need to get everyone here. Could you give us like 10, 15 minutes? I think it might be
a bit longer
important.
than that. Depending on what they're doing.
Yeah, depending on what they're doing. We just need to gather some of my friends. One of them is a very competent wizard, genius. He might be able to discern the magic. You say it's divine in nature, but if it's something even you clerics haven't seen, maybe he could have an idea.
Could have read about it.
Hey, today's the day to ask. I've got a +4.
Yeah.
Plus one before.
Then there's also Cass, who is our party cleric. She's
Party cleric, like a party bus. You just box it with drinks.
Yeah, that's not really the meaning.
Just Venga Boy's going.
She's a cleric of Sir Lister.
Mhm.
I don't know the policy on other clerics from.
Looks like a gang war, like the sharks and the jets.
Like the
Just the click of the
mafia.
fingernails, yeah.
And the trouser
know
mafia.
about-
Yeah, the trouser
outside.
trifecta.
I
The
don't-
trouser triad.
I don't know about outside clerics inside
It is
a
fine.
temple, and
We're not
but
They're gonna spit on each other.
slap each
they are.
other with cleric magic.
They're probably our best shots right now.
Well, if there's anything you can do, I was told that you might have some information, so of course.
The only thing I can think right now is that maybe at some point you did have some knowledge on the Wretched Howler and was a threat to him, and he
you're
sent
working
someone
your
like
way-
me.
And you're working your way out to get your memory back.
That's probably why he's worried about you finding him. If you got your memory back and you found out he was behind whatever injury this is. But what I'm worried about is that if we've seen chaotic magic from me, it's abyssal in nature, not divine in nature. I don't know if a demon lord could do divine.
I mean, theoretically, it shouldn't be possible. I mean, theoretically, it's possible for a demon to do divine magic, but not to this scale. Like how a cleric or a paladin would do divine magic, not like a permanent wound that we as clerics cannot remove.
So
Right.
he got
And there is no
held.
trace of abyssal at all.
Whenever you check the wound over and stuff, do you feel any malintent from the magic, or is it just like does it feel like it's radiating evil, or does it feel like it's radiating a more good protective magic?
The only way I can describe it is that it's radiating power, and immense power. I don't sense good or evil. It feels cold. That's the best way to put it.
Right. Well, I think we're gonna go grab our friends and we'll come back. Thank you for your time. Sorry if I made things awkward.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Excuse me.
As you
You'll
like,
get used to it.
as you go to walk out, he's like, "Can I?" He looks to Najib. "Can I go with them? I see the sun. I haven't gone outside today." And Najim gives like a slight nod. And she's like, "Yeah," and follows after you.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry.
She's like a child. I'm not killing a child, Asher.
I never.
You're not killing a person.
And she follows after you, and as you get out of the temple, I'll just keep it on this map for now, though.
Yeah.
As you like go to the end of the temple, like walk out into the sun.
Yeah.
She says, "Do you have an imaginary friend?"
I mean, kinda, yeah.
You do?
It's a little bit more complicated than that,
I
but
thought I was your only friend.
it's more the best way I can describe it is more a separation of body and spirit. It's it's weird, it's complicated. I hate explaining it because I butchered it when I made it up.
That's fine. My imaginary friend's called Neve,
Wait, what?
and that's what we'll pick up next time.